Hey guys, welcome back. Yes, it's me, Jeffu right here, and today we're gonna go and react to Japan Games Award, as you can see right here. And the thing is with this thing is that I really pile up. This is the whole thing, right? We have tons of things to watch. Even Gung Ho is giving up some stuff. Even like look, there's so many TGS stuff that we definitely gonna watch. But so far, what I can see from here that is being showed is here, right? So this is the scheduled stuff, right? All of this is like 2024, but now it's 2025, which is there is two versions, Japanese and the English version. I did actually just roughly check, did not really go and watch, but I just want to know like which one should I react to? Should I react to the Japanese version or should I react to the English version? And I saw the Japanese version. It's not really that much of like because at first I was thinking of reacting to this. But then I was like, skipping a bit and just trying to see the sound and everything like that, how it goes. Apparently, there is a lot of like, the sound is pretty low, right? Pretty like I thought maybe if I go to the original Japanese version, maybe we don't, because it's mostly just these two dudes talking most of the time. So, on that one, on the Japanese side, it's the Japanese themselves talking, but the sound is not really that good as well. But nonetheless, I still wanted to watch this Game Award show for Japan Game Award, and they would tell us which one they win the Game of the Year. But the thing about this Game of the Award, I like Japan Game Award system because they actually, looking at the video games that is being well look. It's not just a video game where it's just like released like last month and then you're still in this match. For example, like like what happened with God of War or something like that. Like players don't even have times to play the game. It only have like a 1 month or maybe like because Game Awards is around like November, December, early December or around there or something like that, right? So it is really weird when a game that was released in 2024 like Mita, like that Mita game that horror game actually released during then, it was a huge thing, but Game Awards are already over, so it will not be taken out and talk anymore. But Game Awards Japan, they look at that frame. What I'm trying to say is just a time frame is very fair, so I feel like it's pretty. I pretty like what they actually, how they evaluate video games in that kind of way. But nonetheless, guys, let's just go and look at this and just watch this.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Japan Game Awards 2025 Game of the Year division. This is the official English live stream for the prestigious award ceremony.
Okay.
Today, my name is Ezra Korbei, the Deputy Chief Editor of IGN Japan, and next to me is joining our translator, and we'll also be having a conversation together as we go. His name is Gavin Green. Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you guys. My name is Gavin Green and I'll be doing the interpretation today, so I hope to have a fun time here with Ezra.
I'm really glad I don't have to do that today, so thank you very much for showing up.
Happy to do it.
So the awards will begin shortly, honoring the biggest and best games from Japan in multiple categories. The show will also feature some special guest presenters and, of course, the winning game developers themselves. So I think some of the most famous Japanese game developers are going to have some speeches for us tonight, which you will be translating as well. So I look forward to that. Basically, this show
I think this is more
about
just
games
awards,
that were released
right?
in Japan from April 24 to May 2025.
The
so
difference
actually
with these
quite recently,
and
some of the
the
games were
other
still
Game
legible.
Awards, I mean the
Are there
Game
any
Award
games that you
shows,
played
is
during
that they
this
show
period?
you
In the
new
past year, like I actually
like
have
world
been,
premiere and stuff
working
like
on my
that. But in
back
this
catalog,
one, I think
so
it's
I
just
haven't
really
played
like
too many that have come
award
recently.
award shows.
Yeah, but there are a couple. I
So,
think I played,
you're
I played
just
Metaphor.
here
because
sitting,
Metaphor was really great.
That was
looking
one of
at
the biggest
which one
titles
win.
from Japan
Yeah,
during
that's
that
just
period
it.
for sure. It won
Which
the
game
IGN Game of
win
the Year
the Game
award, I
Awards?
remember.
Yeah, I think it won like a whole bunch. It was pretty cool.
It did, yes.
Yeah, but then what about you? Any games that you
If I
were
would
really
have
into?
to pick one game, it would probably be Astrobot.
Ah, yeah,
That
Astrobot.
one released in
Super
September
cute,
for the
yeah.
PlayStation 5. It was a very family-friendly game as well, I think. I have personally been a fan of the series ever since they first came out on the VR.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to see that become so mainstream last year.
Yeah, it was really not like I was really surprised to see it win too, but I was really surprised like it just came out of nowhere. Well, not quite out of nowhere,
right?
but you know.
Yeah, no, it's such a big thing, so I was really happy to see that. Also, this is not really a Japanese game, but a Japanese game remade by a Polish studio.
really?
So Silent Hill 2. Was one of the other games that I really enjoyed playing last year. Yeah, it was a great remake. And now, Silent Hill is on fire because they just released a new Silent Hill F set in Japan.
The new one, yeah.
Which I loved too. I got to play that early a little bit. So I think this series is getting a lot of good new titles recently. So
Definitely, yeah. I really like Silent Hill, like the whole like horror vibe of it, but the new one like has that body horror aspect of like things growing on people's skin.
Right,
the game is not starting yet. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip
man.
this.
This new Silent Hill.
Since you're not really watching in real time, but we know that's the guy that is translating.
But I think the Japan
and there's
Game
another
Awards
guy.
is something that traditionally Western audiences have not really been focused on.
Yeah.
So it would be good to see how that will change in the coming future.
Yeah, there are more eyes on Japan right now, so I can imagine that we're gonna start getting more and more viewers and a lot more kind of like eyeballs on it.
Here we are.
So,
We're gonna start this.
Traditionally, Japan has obviously been a very influential country when it comes to video games.
Breakthrough
There was kind
Award.
of a dip for a few years.
Movement
when mobile gaming
Award.
became a thing and so
Yeah.
I think ever
Award of
since
Excellence.
2017,
Special
16,
award.
some really big Japanese titles. Breath of
Game
the Wild,
Designers
Persona
Award.
5,
Okay.
Yeah.
the Resident Evil
Grand
series
Award.
making a huge comeback, and now the last few years, Japan has won so many awards globally as
I
well,
know.
right?
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
ゲーム大賞2025発表授賞式
So this is the start of the Japan Game Awards 2025. I hope you're all excited.
Announcement, though. 発表.
So thank you all. I know you're very busy. I'm glad you've made time to come here. We're glad to see you all.
展の進行のお手伝いをさせていただきます伊集院光ですよろしくお願いします
So this is Ijuin-san. He's one of our MCs for the day. He's
And
going
he's
to be
also
one of
an
two. I think the other
actor, by
lady
the
is
way.
going to introduce her in a second.
Very well-known actor as well, this dude.
And that is
But I never
Maeda
seen that
Misaki.
lady,
She's
though.
going to be our other MC on the hosting
Maybe a
show
newscaster
today.
or something.
And then we have, I guess, Ezra as the English host.
We already introduced
Yeah.
ourselves.
そして年間作品部門の各賞を発表させていただくわけなんですが
So yeah, they're going to be talking about
ゲームショーの会場
all the different kind of games from the various. They're going to be awarding games in different awards, and they're going to
Okay.
show us a video, or a picture of what we're actually
Is it
seeing in the
Naoki?
Game Awards hall right there.
キングホールっていうホール建て替わってはいるんですけど
I think we saw some Naoki there.
Also, apparently, Ijuin said he was like, this is one of the places that he got his start as a celebrity or like a talent kind of person doing his stuff. That's kind of cool.
Just for some cultural context, Ijuin is a very famous Japanese, performer. He's also very well known to be very fond of video games. So people
nice.
have, he's a very suitable guy for this for the host of this show.
Makes
for sure.
sense, yeah.
そうそうないように頑張りたいと
So he's kind of just explaining that there's lots of people we're going to go throughout the entire event today. I think
ご容赦いただきたいということで
kind of the very basic stuff. Like people who are in here, like we hope you enjoyed the show. Nothing I need to go word by word on just yet. I'll save all that fire for later.
一緒にこの行く末をですね見守っていただきながらワクワクドキドキして
So yeah, they're,
It's all in the small talks right now, to be
they're talking
honest.
about just like how excited they are and how the moments when people are going to
Yeah.
be announcing their games is like everybody's
I
here
kind of get
waiting for it.
their
Whoa.
struggle, like what to translate and shit.
発表に参りたいと
So
思い
we're
ます
gonna move, I think, right on into the Game
As
Awards.
some
all
of
the
you
different-
guys who watch me play Nikkei
So
and
we're going to be talking
reacting
about
Nikkei
that. So that
stuff.
first one is the Minister of
So many
Economy,
small
Trade, and
talks.
Industry Award. Then we have the Breakthrough Award, the Movement Award, the Award for what's the next one? Excellence. That's it, yeah.
yeah,
Special award.
Breakthrough Award,
And then the Game Designers
Wait, they got
Award.
like
That's
a-
the,
Yes.
no, that's the
Economy.
Game Designer Award,
Industrial
and then the Youth
Award?
Shosho is I think the Grand Award is the final one.
Yeah. There's quite some
Movement Award?
unique awards here, like Breakthrough Award, Movement Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what movement is for. Like maybe it got people like
Movement
their hearts
award.
moving, and
Yeah,
move
or
their
maybe,
emotions.
maybe
Yeah, I'm not sure how
you know,
that
they really
award
created
means.
a movement within the community. Or
That's
something like
yeah,
that.
maybe that.
Yeah, yeah.
Movement.
今年もそうですね、ゲームファンの方はですね、自分の好きなゲームが優秀賞に入ってるんだろうか。
So yeah, he's saying, I'm sure a lot of people are watching are really excited to find out if the games that they like or if the games that they voted
winning
for
anything
have
like that,
become, have gotten awards this year. So
The Thai
we
show
hope
means the
everybody
game of the
watches
year, by
and
the way.
enjoys every moment of this
Same here,
exciting
same
The last
ceremony.
Thai show.
I'm gonna be really angry if Astrobot doesn't win anything.
There's so many games that I'm excited for. I really hope will win, but they're like games that are on my next on my wish list to play. So
Yeah, you
I
know,
want to
the
see if any of
last
them are there.
year or so was a really great year
Ministry
for
of
Japanese games and
Economy,
just
Trade and
video games in
Industry
general.
Award.
Really well.
Look at
So
that
many things they can
award.
choose
Like, what
from.
is that award?
All right.
The Grand
So-
Award.
We're gonna start with the Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry Award. It
Minister
sounds
of
like.
Economy, Trade Award or something. What? What?
So these are games that have kind of contributed to the like Japan economy and kind of like made,
Oh,
let's say,
okay.
So like
and something that the minister seemed to like approve of, I guess. Wasn't approve of, just like was part of. So we're gonna have Takeichi-san, I think he said, who's gonna be
Hey,
our,
Minicho, welcome, man.
yeah, who's gonna be talking about, I guess, giving the awards. I guess this is a
I
representative
think
of the industry.
since you speak Japanese, we can just watch the Japanese version, right?
皆様こんばんは。
いいでしょ？ね。
ご紹介をいただきました。経済産業大臣政務官をしております竹内真二でございま
Yeah,
す。
Takeuchi Shinji, and he's part of the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry.
授賞式がこのように盛大に行われますことを心よりお喜びを
But I
So
think
he's really happy to see
video
that this
game does
event
play a
is
huge part of economy
become
in
as big as it
Japan.
is, and we have so many people here viewing it.
And a lot of countries are starting to realize that
So I
why they're
want to
embracing
celebrate this
video
place
games
out here
itself
together with everybody.
as an economy breakthrough.
心を動かし感動を与えてまいりました。
So yeah, Japanese games have kind of inspired and
Like you see, like
entertained people
Korea
all
and
over the
China
world.
as well, right?
多くの社会的意義を有して
And games in the modern era have a huge like meaning to society as a whole.
海外市場規模が半導体産業の輸出額を超えて約
Oh.
5.8兆円となりました。
Wow, I don't. Goten Hachi Cho is like what 5.8 billion. I can't. I think it's
about
trillion.
numbers.
Yeah, like the Japanese numbers are hard, but
But what
basically,
he's saying is basically that no, it has become bigger than semiconductor
yeah.
Industry, the
Yeah.
video games industry.
全体の
I mean, it's huge, right?
約6割を占めております。まさにゲーム産業は基幹産業
So, yeah.
あるコンテンツ産業の中核であると言える。
Yeah, games. So basically, game and entertainment is going to be a major part of the Japanese economy from here on forward. It's like a huge percentage of the production industry, the manufacturing industry as well. I think 60% he said. So like soon it might even overcome all of that, like all of those together, right?
Video games are so big these days. You know, I think they are bigger than all the entertainment combined.
I know. I was looking at that. It kind of blew me away.
アジア諸国の台頭など
So
各国のゲーム産業もですね、大きな転換期
So yeah, he's saying games will also provide a really interesting kind of pivot point for our relationships with countries, not just around the world, but like directly around Japan for like other Asian countries as well.
優れた作
I mean, there's a lot of like really a lot of Japanese
So let
Asian
me get it
kind of
straight.
game industry movement as well.
This
so that's kind of what's
award
addressing.
is to a game where the game actually provided the most money to the country.
So
Is
he's
that
saying,
is
like,
that what it
the
means?
Existence of this kind of award show for the Japanese game industry and for the
Like-
industry over here in the eastern side of the world is like a very important thing.
確保し続けられるよ
And we hope that games maintain their position in the world and continue to rise and kind of be as important as they have become to
う。
be.
金曜日にはですね、関係閣僚会議で日本初コンテンツの海外市場規模を2033年までに20兆円とする官民目標を実現する。
Okay, so yeah, basically
They
he's
set a
saying that
new
you know, like
goal?
we've talked about how the Japanese like budget has kind of gone up, or the amount of the amount of the industry that the Japanese game industry has kind of like taken up for Japan's economy is just growing, and they're planning it for it to be even bigger.
It's
over the next
interesting how
years.
it's like, you know, Japanese economy is basically in decline for the last few decades. But
Yes.
like the video game industry is one of the few industries that just keeps growing.
It's going up and up and up, and I
They
mean
bring up a
worldwide as well,
good
but
point, I
Japan
guess.
especially as one of the core
Exactly.
countries
Like
for
Japan
the industry
economy,
over the
it does
world.
indeed like dropping from what I heard. And
So everybody, just like thank you guys for all being here.
I believe in a lot of people when they try to change the money.
And this is going to be, that sounds like it's
Japanese
going to be for
yen.
Takeuchi-san, I think it was.
It is actually
Takeuchi-san? Takeuchi-san?
cheaper
I can't
as well,
remember,
right,
actually.
for you guys?
I said that before, I apologize. Takeuchi-san,
So it's
okay, there it
cheaper
is.
to go to Japan because the economy is actually dropping, and the money just keep dropping as well.
それでは
But on the other hand, the
経済産業大臣賞を
video game industry
発表させていただきます
economy
Alright,
is
so we're now going
rising.
to move on to the announcement for the winners.
I
Man,
wonder how they choose this.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
at the end of the day,
It's
it's
gonna
also
be-
still up to us gamers.
This
So what is this? Like
is a cool,
The
Nintendo,
Nintendo Switch
Switch
2, okay.
2?
It
interesting.
doesn't have to be a game then, right?
Yeah, I guess we can do hardware, so handwork.
Choice.
Yeah.
浩一様
Switch 2
ディレクター
Yeah, that's
won an
definitely gonna
award
be
for
huge
providing
contribution to
economy
the
to the country.
Japanese,
I think
economy
it is
for
too.
sure.
Right, definitely.
But did it really
so it looks like
though?
this
Because
sounds
a
like
lot
they
of
can't even buy it.
Japanese is the one who bought the Switch
I hope
2.
that I hope they
The
get the
people from
production
outside of
machines.
Japan
they've
was
been producing
like,
tons, and people just don't love them, right? Versus the issue. So we
Drop
have, I think
the
it's
price!
the,
Drop
I
the
won't call
price,
them, but
you
I
know?
think the director of the kind of production for Nintendo
Right,
Switch is
yeah.
going to be here. So I think they're cute little like yellow
経
buttons.
済産業大臣賞の
These guys were on the Nintendo Direct too. I remember.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
引き続き経済産業省経済産業大臣政務官竹内真二様に
Tip
お願いいたします
Takeuchi-san is
With
going to
the
be
ministry,
presenting
with the minister.
the award as well.
Well, congratulations to Nintendo, right?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, Nintendo deserves it. The amount that they've changed the industry in the past couple of years has been incredible.
In that regard, Nintendo Switch 2 is kind of interesting because it's kind of an upgrade rather than a real innovation.
Yeah.
ゲーム大賞2025において
So he is currently announcing, basically he's just announcing the content of the award, and then saying basically, your contributions to the Japanese economy and to the overall games industry have been, incredible over the past year. So,
Man,
as
so
a representative
Japanese,
of
man.
the minister, one of the ministers of economy, trade, and industry, I would like to award you
the
this.
paper thing. I remember I graduated in my
Alright, well,
school.
that was awesome. I mean, fair. Like, if you want to talk about
the headmaster
contributions
is
to the
gonna do that
Japanese,
to you, right?
That's,
a trade
But
economy
like Game
industry,
Award
yeah.
that you see, they just get like a trophy and stuff. Like, whoa, and then
It's
just
cool.
talk
It's like a really
shit, and
fancy,
then after that
like,
just move
one
on.
of those traditional, like, official.
It's
It's
so
only just
official,
started,
right?
I've
That's the
already
thing.
won an award for this
Yeah.
new device.
はい Let's
スイ
see.
ッチ2プロデューサーの川本浩一です。
So this is the producer.
2は
I-
2017
Koichi
年
Kawamoto.
Thank you.
発売した任天堂スイッチ以来、任天堂にとって8年ぶりとなる
うん
新しいゲーム
Yes, this is going to be the first new piece of hardware they're releasing in 8 years.
受け入れていただいた任天堂スイッチの後継機種として
And this is going to be a successor to the initial Nintendo Switch.
Which was
Were
loved
they-
by so many
体
people.
験を
Yeah.
お客様にお届けできるのかということを考え抜きました。
And we wanted
最終
to
的に
deliver this, new piece of something
I think
new
it
to
makes
all of our
sense.
users, right? And
In my
we did a lot
racist
of trial and
mindset, it's
error.
like,
作り上げれたのではないかと思っております。
yeah,
And through this process of trying to figure
Nintendo
out what
will win
we
because
need,
Nintendo is
we
the
think we
only
got something. We created something that
Japanese
people will enjoy.
company
So we're really hope that you
in
guys enjoy
Japan
it.
right now. Let's be honest here. I think PlayStation
This
turns
is
to
Sasaki
Western company
Tetsuya-san.
now.
He is the director
right?
of the, I guess,
Technical director.
Oh, you say
yeah.
Sony is from Japan and stuff, but not. It's
発
California.
表直後から国内外で
And
もの
Xbox
す
is
ごく大
like,
き
you
な
know.
反響をいただきまして
So
皆さんの期待に応えられ
the
る
response to the release of Nintendo
So,
Switch 2 has been
PlayStation
really,
will not be that.
good, but he was really
Because it's a-
worried before
it's a
it came out,
Western
like wondering if
company in a
people would
sense.
respond to it well. So it's really nice to see.
世界中のお客様に
So
受け入れてい
the
ただ
one
き
that stayed true
新たな
to
ゲーム専
Japan
用機として
is still Nintendo Switch at the end of the day.
安堵するとともに
Yeah, so he's very relieved that they're able to deliver a new game product, game
So
hardware that
it's like
people
a
seem to love
monopoly.
and
Like
enjoy.
that's
So
the only
feels very good.
company that you
Sorry, I
can give
missed
a
that.
price
Director.
to.
Dota-san, he is also very famous to be a
Nvidia is
designer
from
of Breath
like
of the
what,
Wild.
Taiwan
Yeah.
or like Taiwan, I think,
笑顔
right?
にしていくということを目標にしていきたい
So
と思います
one of their goals was to create a new form of gameplay that makes people smile, and we're glad that we were able to deliver that with the Switch too. So thank you all for this award.
So PC gaming is technically like Taiwan and shit. And
個人的には私
and the only Japanese thing that's just left is Nintendo. Yeah.
抽選に応募して当たった時にですね この巨体が少し浮くぐらい飛びましたね。飛び上がるぐらい嬉しかった。
So he's saying that so in Japan you have to do like what is it, a lottery system where you apply
yeah,
for
the
the
lottery
right to buy a
system.
game. Like if
To
he
buy a
said they had
game.
kind of limited supplies. So he said he put in his lottery and when he learned that he got it, he was like jumped out of his seat. He was so happy.
Did you get one yet?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
I didn't as well.
I've been trying, but in Japan it's really hard to get one.
It definitely is. I still don't have a PlayStation 5. I need that. I've been bad.
And how is
So
that
I
guy
guess this is
still working?
an introductory video of the Nintendo Switch too.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. You know, there were so many years that people were speculating it's going to come out this year and it will have this feature
Yeah.
and that feature. So it was really interesting to suddenly, just have a trailer pop.
It just came out of nowhere, right? It was
came
just
out
like
of
left
nowhere,
field.
kind
But
of, yeah.
I mean, I think they delivered. I think like it's a really nice step up. Well, it doesn't like completely change the face of gaming,
Right.
like creating something new. They already did that years ago. So this is just making it even better, right? So it's
And,
iterating.
this time it's really nice to be able to play all those Nintendo Switch 1 titles, with better performance.
Yeah.
And also to have more third-party support, I think, because there's many new games already coming out. Resident Evil Requiem is going to be on Switch 2 day one, which is something that we could only dream of
I
until
know.
the Switch 2 came out.
Like they've been really. I think of the Switch 2, the biggest is that sort of support that they're adding in here. It's adding a lot of kind of just generally bonus to the game itself,
For sure.
to the game industry itself. Sorry.
I think I'm just watching
何か
another
こうゲームファンとしてすごく感謝を申し上げるのは
investor meeting
とてももちろん
again.
こちら時代作るのは
You know, like what I did with
ですけれ
like
ども
Kojima
フェアな
production
形で
thing just
ゲームファ
now.
ンに届くような努力
I
を
was reacting
すご
to
く
that,
難しい
but
努力
So he's saying, yeah.
but
I know
this feels like another one of
a game
those.
system is obviously important, but creating it so it can it's a fair experience that can kind of reach everybody. How do you feel about that? I love this. I love
Difficult
this.
to answer this
Yeah.
question.
そうですね。今回は新しいハードという形、
はい
新しいハードということだけでなく、お客様にどうやって届ける
新しいハード。Are you
本
sure
当に
it's new?
手に取っていただきたい方々にちゃんと届くかということまで、いろいろと検討を重ねて。
So I guess they're saying, like, how do we
今も
create a system that gets the games to get our gate hardware to the people in the most efficient and effective way?
They actually a
And
drama,
he said,
which
we
I
just tried our
didn't really
best.
cover it.
We got it.
Especially in Japan, it was like a very huge thing that they actually talk about. But I'm not pretty sure about the other meetup because I don't really see a lot of people talks about it. Nintendo
So you're
Switch
saying,
2
yeah, I had like a cousin
lacks
who would come to my house to play Donkey Kong after the game out because he wasn't able to get it. But he said probably
console?
the moment he actually got his own
Dev
Switch 2,
hardware?
he just stopped coming. So
You know, like a hardware for
like, bridge
developer
gaps,
that they
right?
use
It's
that
actually
to
a good
make
thing
their
that
games.
nobody can get a Nintendo
So
Switch.
Yeah.
a lot of
That's what
people
he's saying.
applied for that
Maybe
hardware
recreate
from
that
Nintendo.
old, like when you were a kid and you'd go to your friend's
But
house who had
Nintendo
to play games
couldn't
there,
actually
like that sort of
provide them
community
that.
aspect of
Like
it.
it's not
At that
enough
time,
of like the
we couldn't
developer
buy it because
hardware
we didn't have enough money
to
for ourselves.
That's
But
true,
now even
right.
with
to
money,
to
you
the
still can't buy it.
developers
Very
to
true.
develop video games for them. And it was a huge thing in like a drama in Japan where everybody was talking about it. If you watch like Japanese YouTuber, there's a few of them
So
were talking about
moving
that issue.
to the rest of the kind of yearly awards.
So
and he is
they,
one-
like-
I believe you said it was from April 2024
All the
to
big company like
May
Square Enix,
2025.
Capcom,
So just
Konami,
this Nintendo
they got
Switch 2, I was
it.
thinking
But those
because
like
it was
double
released-
A's
Oh, it
or
did
like
release
something
in the right
lower
period,
than that,
right?
I
they
guess so, yeah.
struggle to get the
So I guess the
hardware.
last one, it was kind of
So
regardless
and then
of
the
the
fan
timing,
asked
it was
them about
more
the
just like
games.
what
Hey,
they
is this
felt
game gonna
contributed
release on
most this past
Switch?
year.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, I
Yes,
guess,
there's a
specific
plan to
timing
do
they're
that.
saying,
And we
matters.
even talked to Nintendo and they say yes, that we can release our game on Nintendo, but they did not
So
release the
the
hardware to
breakthrough
them
and
so that they can
movement
develop the game for Nintendo as well.
Were kind of like games
So
that
there were like a
created
huge
like a
problem
new,
with
like
that.
created something new within the industry, or like came, like surprised people in interesting ways.
Okay, what is this?
Oh.
So yeah, and
So this
this
is how it
something that
works.
It sounds like they came up with last year. I
Yeah,
think
it's
it
a
was.
new, it's a new
yeah.
award apparently.
I still like how they actually
It
evaluate
looks like- I
games
think they said
in this
they-
way.
was I right? I think they said 8 creators are going to have talking about this one. I could be
Okay.
wrong there. I love that G. Because
Yeah,
my
yeah.
name is
It's a
Gavin,
nice
so
logo.
like
Okay.
just a big G there.
Maybe that's why they did it.
That's obviously they knew I was going to be helping out.
So we start with the breakthrough
ブレイ
award.
クスルー賞の発表です
Breakthrough
Alright.
award.
する賞は
What
独
do you-
創的なアイデアやチャレンジによりこれまでにない新たな
So basically, like a challenging new idea or something that's never been thought of before is the concept of the
Innovative.
breakthrough award.
作品代表の方は指 テージまでお越しく
And
だ
we're
さ
going to
い
be。calling the person who is going to be presenting the award, it
日本
sounds
ゲー
like.
ム大賞
Okay, what is the game changer type of game?
受
What
賞
what is the
作品は
breakthrough?
Oh, wait, no, sorry, we're going to be
Nominees.
bouncing. Yeah, the nominees, sorry.
Expedition
Oh, interesting. A
30.
French
Yeah.
game. Claire
Holy
Obscure
shit.
Expedition
レールオブス
33.
キュール
That is interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Expedition 33
But it's interesting
Yeah.
because it's a French game really inspired by
Interesting.
Japanese RPG video game design.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
kind
like
of having its own
Persona.
original
Yeah.
twist on it.
年に一度目を覚ます謎の少女
Nobody made this.
So
And
they're
everybody was
describing the kind of
eye-open.
plot of Claire,
That's
Claire
true.
30, Claire Obscura.
This game is
Expedition
so
33,
awesome.
And saying how you're kind of this mysterious girl and you kind of go on this adventure and gathering companions to fight in this kind of unique,
The Game
interesting
Award's gonna
world with
win
a
the
unique,
Game of the
interesting
Year,
combat
maybe?
system.
I don't know. Is it?
Especially the battle system is very interesting, which uses real-time commands while
I've seen
being
that, yeah.
turn-based at the same time.
It's like a nice kind of mix of that. I always find like turn-based need that little extra something to make
They
it
do
really
that in
Italian.
a really, really
is this?
unique
Why is
way.
the? I thought it's a guy who
So looks like we are passing over the award right
あ
now.
りがとうございまし
ありが
た。
とうございました
So thank you all for this award.
それでは喜びのコメント今のお気持ちを聞かせてください
So all right, let's get some comments.
Say a few words.
And I guess I don't have to interpret this.
We are Kepler
Oh, yeah.
Interactive and we're
You can
very
have a
happy
break.
to sponsor this award on behalf of Sandfall Interactive.
Oh,
This
speaking
is their
English,
message.
okay. I thought
We
you were
are
gonna speak
extremely
French.
grateful to have won this award and wish to thank everyone for their support of our game and studio since we launched earlier this year. This is really a dream come true for us. Expedition 33 is inspired by so many incredible JRPGs that we grew up with, and love. So being recognized in Japan is both important and very personal to us.
It's gonna be
And we're
awesome,
so
right?
thankful
You get
for
recognized in
recognition.
Japan.
We hope to continue
Especially you
creating
make-
more
you made a
amazing experiences
JRPG
for our
game.
fans in Japan and around the world.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
already thinking the same thing, to have a French studio inspired by Japanese video games win a show at a Japanese event is
Yeah.
a really special thing, I think.
Probably they're all like, we made it, we made it. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Senpai noticed me, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games this year so far too. It's there have been games like RPGs.
Dude, you have to
that,
listen to
know,
what she
incorporate
said.
turn-based,
These two
action, but
guys,
this
these-
game really
these
does
two
that to the
guys.
max,
Yeah, it really
to a
is.
level that
These
has not
two
been
guys
before,
just-
which
just
really,
can't stop
created
talking.
a new experience.
Yeah, they've definitely done a breakthrough in like kind of the
Time and
concept
place,
of
dude.
the mechanics for
Time and
turn-based
place.
games and RPGs.
Right.
It's just me reacting to somebody reacting to that stream.
So-
Like, maybe I should watch the original side. This is the
They're
original
basically
side.
saying
This
we
is
want to
this
thank
is
everybody who. I think
this
they're actually
is
just
this is this
translating
this
what
is
you
this
said,
this
so-
is
There
this
was,
is this
someone
is from
that couldn't be here today was
Oh,
leaving a
that
message.
was
this is
Sorry.
from
I think
you
TGS.
got your name
This is
either, though.
TGS. This is the English version. This is but this what is this?
Yeah, but they were inspired
Oh shit!
by like,
This one?
a catalyst was all the other Japanese games that they've played, and so the fact that they were able to, yeah, I think they're actually this is just translation. The fact that they were able to
It
get
seemed
this
to be the
award.
same text.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess the Japanese translation maybe some tweaks in there, but
It's interesting this year there have been so many Western games inspired or there's been Shinobi, which is a Japanese IP made by a French team. Then there's Silent Hill F, which is made by a Taiwanese team. And then there's this game, which is very obviously inspired by Japanese video game design. It's an interesting year in that regard, I think.
really is.
Even like something like Shovel Knight is based on Metroidvanias, which
Right,
is
yeah.
Japanese game design as well.
I guess even Hollow Knight Silk Song would be
Exactly,
the same,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have. I mean, like
Congratulations.
Japanese games like help define so much of the game industry, so it's nice to see them.
Japanese games
Many
really-
walk
subgenres
so that
are Japanese
those
creations.
other
Right,
games
yeah.
can run.
So congratulations to the Claire Obscura.
Congratulations,
Expedition 30.
guys.
I keep trying to say like Claire 30.
Yeah, I mean this makes sense. Breakthrough award for Claire Obscure. That's great.
あやっぱり世界って一つなんだな人間って同じなんだな
He's saying, yeah, this is one of the games that really got me in the heartstrings, and it made me realize that humans all over the world were like the same sort of people, right? Like we have the same dreams, the same aspirations. We can be inspired and fall in love with the same thing. So
I remember
it was nice to see. So
my
congratulations.
acting teacher.
Yeah,
And
so
I
what-
went
nice
to
way
an
to recognize
entertainment
that
school,
by
right?
having them win this
My
award
acting
here.
teacher in Japan
It
was
definitely
telling
shows
me
the ties, as you were saying,
I
between
believe-
Japan and the rest of the world.
because
right?
you know, like when
Yeah.
you're acting and stuff, and then she was like telling me, I believe.
Yeah, but I think it's
You
a
laugh
good
the same
breakthrough
way
game
as
well because
I do, right?
it was a pretty much anyone's study of
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
They just
You
came
think
out of
other
left
people
field.
laugh in a different
And
kind
then
of
we're talking
way?
about the movement show. On the movement.
And then like no, I think
So in
Even
terms
without
of
knowing the
movement, it's saying
languages,
it's a
you can
game
still
that like
express
connects
your
to people who have
expression and
never
your
really
emotion
played like a
through
lot of
that
games
laughter,
before and have gotten
and they
them
know
to
what
move
you're
into
trying
the
to
game
say.
industry and play the
And I was
So yeah,
like,
kind of like that creates a movement like Shakai Gensho, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It
That's what
changes the way the
you know,
society
and-
looks
and-
in video games. Yeah.
the word is not as that separated as what you think, but it's not that small.
And so
as
the
well. It's
winner
like a very,
is. I don't know we said the news.
it's not as big as what you think, but it's also not that small. The word is big.
What game could that be this year in Japan?
But it's also
Okay,
small.
yeah, of course.
Pokemon
yeah.
Trading
I'm
Card.
not really sure if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Trading
though, but,
card
you know,
game.
it doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah, in
But
Japan it's
really
crazy
like,
this game.
oh.
Everyone is playing it.
Everyone's playing it. Yeah. I mean, it's basically
What? Trading
like
cards?
hitting everybody in like the childhood feels, right?
Yeah, because the way you open your new
The
card,
ripping of it.
yeah, the
Oh.
ripping of
Lays.
it really creates that
It's
feeling
from
Yeah.
of being
Thailand.
a card game
My aunt
player and
bought it for
buying
me.
new cards and stuff like that.
You gotta do like Thailand words and shit.
So this game has a lot of like kind of really interesting kind of nostalgic vibes to it, but also has really interesting kind of auto battler mechanics and systems that
Island word.
kind of people who are new to the genre really get in without.
It's inviting for them. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's user friendly, which is really nice. So we have Daisuke-san, who's going to be accepting the award. Omedetou gozaimasu is congratulations. So we're going to be hearing that a lot this time. So thank you
Yeah,
guys.
you
Movement
guys might
award.
actually learn some Japanese today.
I still
I
don't
can
understand
be,
what
like,
it means by
Japanese teacher
movement
slash-
award.
So now that you've got it in your hand, tell me, what do you feel?
ありがとうございます。株式会社ポケモンでポチョポチョを担当しております、花輪と申します。本作は本当に今お話しいただいたような普段ゲームをプレイしていないような方にもポケモンカードの楽しさを知ってほしいという思いで開発をしてきました。なのでこのように多くの方にプレイしていただいて。
So this is, it sounds like his name is Hanao-san, and he is basically saying that just like the movement award kind of talked about, this is a game that we designed it to help bring people into, like who've not really normally
Why is
gamers
it
to
called
kind of
Movement
play the game.
Award?
We've seen a lot of people do this, and it's really rewarding for us.
本作を楽しんでいただけるように開発を続けていきたいと思っています。
So we hope to make sure that not just we're creating fun games, but that we ourselves can kind of have fun creating games for in the near future. I think he said the 17th year. This company's been working around since for 70 years, so they're celebrating their 70th anniversary. And they're going to do their best
So is it like a
to
innovative
continue
kind of thing
to
as well,
provide
Movement Award?
interesting
They're trying
and
to do something
fascinating and
new
fun
as
experiences
well?
to all of their players
Because
around
it's
the
like a
world.
mobile
ポケモン
Pokemon card game, right?
ポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットに
He's having trouble saying that.
ありがとうござい
It
ま
is
す
a bit of a long title,
It's a
yeah.
long title.
So yeah, thank you guys. And I think I might have. Did
The
you catch that?
definition
He
of
said
you don't own
17th
your card now.
anniversary Of their company.
It's not only video games
I
now.
think it was their
Oh, you think you
company, I
own
think
your
he was saying.
Pokemon
I'm not
card?
quite sure.
You just take it away
That's
from you,
weird
man.
because,
Now that
you
it's
know, the
digital,
company
I can
has
just
been
click one
around
button
for a bit longer
and
than
it's
that.
gone.
I guess maybe they're like division within it or
right,
something.
yeah, I guess so.
I may have to like listen back to that later and try to correct myself.
になった方は分かると思うんですけども、そのデジタルの画面の中のパッケージを開封す
So
る。
yeah, this is
He's saying the same thing.
yeah, what we were just saying that like the feel of like ripping it open, like
相当試行錯誤なさったと思うんですよね。
he's like they probably had to go through a lot of trial and error to get that feel of that rip in, right?
僕は繋がってるんじゃないか
Wait, I
な。
never
And he's
tried
like,
that
that
game. Is that
probably
really that?
something that really connected to a lot of people,
That
and
good?
I'm
Yeah, the-
really really impressed by how they did it.
The interesting part of that is that that is something that
Pokemon
is the
Pockets,
people that
I don't
don't
even
play
know
video
that.
games have
Is it
experienced too, like
available in my-
opening
in my-
a pack of cards.
Yeah.
You know, so
In my
it's,
store?
it's maybe that's why it resonated with so many people that don't traditionally
Yeah.
really play video games as well.
It's like maybe when you just want to have that like that rush, right? The dopamine rush, pulling up in a pack, but
Exactly.
you're not you're on like a plane or something.
さあ
Yeah.
続きまして優秀賞前半の発表です
Oh,
So we're gonna be talking about the
年間を代表するにふさわしい
Yeah,
Yuri
Ace.
Show,
I think
which
it's
is the
gonna be
award for excellence.
award for excellence for the first half. It sounds like
There's
of the
multiple
year.
titles for
They
it.
saw the trading card simulator game on Steam.
So I guess they split it
And
up
they
into
decided
the
to make
first
one
half
for
of the year from like
themselves.
April
They're probably
of
gonna sue
2024
the
to the
card
end of
game later
2024 to, and then we have the beginning of 2025 to May.
I think that's probably
would be
what's
the
gonna
second
happen.
half.
They're gonna sue
I
that.
think they said that
That
they're going to
trading
choose the
card game
grand
simulator
award out
place.
of those special awards, right?
Yeah.
そしてその中
And it sounds like there are 3,000 potential people that people voted for, but they had to choose, a limited number. So there's going to be 11 award winners, but 3,000 people who were voted for. So it's a really difficult choice. So our first award for excellence is
Excellency.
Metaphor.
Metaphor.
Yeah.
You played that one.
I definitely played that one. It was really good.
Metaphor.
Oh, there's Shield-san and Soji-san. I've done a lot of work for them, so I recognize them offhand.
ペルソナシリーズのクリエイターによる完
I
全
love
新作
Persona 5.
ファン
I
タジ
know
ー
how
Yeah.
long those RPGs take, so
Yeah.
I need to find a good time.
I'm
to
still
play
waiting for
that.
sales, man. I want
I
to play the
did
game.
the craziest thing. I played
I'm still
Persona
waiting
5
for sales.
and Metaphor at the same time last year.
Wow. That was like probably the biggest undertaking of the whole year.
Yeah,
for you.
and that's why I didn't play many other games that year.
Makes sense now.
But yeah, she's basically saying that the game, beyond having really inventive and interesting ideas, incredible sound, incredible visuals, incredible story, just really great overall.
プレゼンターは先ほどに引き続き林さんです
So we're gonna have Hayashi-san again being the presenter, and then we have Hashino-san, the director of the game, and Suejima-san, the character.
Look
basically
at Japan,
the
man.
visual
It's so
director
nice. They got
and the
all those
character
lovely
leader.
ladies. There's like a cabin attendant.
The lead
They're just
character.
like, being there.
It's also a game that was really
Look
praised for
at
its
it.
story.
There's
Yeah.
ladies
It was
there
really good.
presenting.
It had an amazing bad guy, and
Being a
sometimes
candy
good
eye
bad guy
there
can
while
define a game.
there's
Like
a bunch
Cancer
of like
Crusher.
old men and uncles just being there.
So can you give
a
us
nice
your happy
contrast to the
comments?
screen.
皆さんこんばんは。この作品の
They
ディ
know
レク
what's
ターを
up,
務め
man.
さ
They
せて
know
もらっ
what's up.
たアトラスの橋野です。
So this is Hashino-san. He's the director of Metaphor ReFantasio.
司会者の方からの紹介で3000本以上の中からの
So as the announcer was saying, there were 3,000 potential winners, and only 11 were
Trying to show
chosen.
off
So
now.
I'm really honored
We
to
beat 3,000
be one of
games.
those.
特に投票されたくれた方のコメントも読ませてもらって
But let me tell you one thing.
And
If you
I've
release the game this
read some of
year,
the comments that people who voted for us wrote,
very hard
and
to
I'm
say.
really just honored
Trails in
and,
the sky might
just
be
really
there.
moved by all the kind words people have said. So thank you guys
Trails
so
in the
much.
Sky might be over there right now. That game, holy shit, the game,
And now we have Suejima-san giving a word too.
turn-based.
So this is
Why not
Suejima-san.
both?
He is the character designer for Atlas, for Metaphor. So he also viewed the comments of the people who voted for the game, and it seemed that a lot of people really enjoyed the game. And he's noticed that people who have really enjoyed the kind of character art for a lot of these, and he's really proud to be able to be part of something like
ありがとうございま
this.
した
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
これは
yeah.
僕のところに入ってきてる噂段階なんですけども、
So he's like, this is just a
ペルソナ
rumor.
シリーズのスタッフが作ると。で、これをペルソナの新作として来るのかみたいな、噂が出てるんです。
So he's like, there's a rumor that a
こう
new
いう作品仕上がりましたよね。そのあたりはどうなの？
So there's like a rumor of a new Persona game, or people were
Yeah,
like thinking, Atlas is creating a new game. Maybe they're making
he's
a new
asking
Persona.
him.
What's
We
what
heard
are
the
your
rumors
thoughts on
about Persona, Neo Persona
it?" He's
game.
like, you can just say no comment. Like
作ってる時はあまり周りから音を聞かないようにして、
はい
一生懸命作ってた
he
ので
said, like
はい
when
いろいろ期待の声とか、
はい。
when we're making games, we try our best not to listen to like kind of people's thoughts and feelings, so that we can just kind of develop in our own. Oh, sorry, this is for Metaphor ReFantasio specifically, because people were thinking, "Are you making a new Persona game?" And he's like, "We just tried to shut everybody out so that we could focus on making something new." And like, we knew there was going to be lots of comments, but we didn't want to be kind of affected by them. We wanted to kind of focus on the creative aspects of the creative enterprise. So,
おめでとうござ
yeah,
います
congratulations.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, they did announce that they were going to do fantasy this time
Yeah.
for a change. And obviously many people were looking forward to Persona 6, but
Yeah.
Something else was going to come out, and I think it really paid off big time. Yeah.
And I do know that they branched off. There's now 2 studios on the Atlas. There's the or there's a couple, but there's the Studio Zero, which is making Metaphor, and then there's the Studio P, which I think is making the Persona games. And they released what the I can't remember the name. Is the Phantom X, was it recently?
Yeah, that one's made in China, though, right?
Oh, that was it.
So
Oh,
it
okay.
means they will probably have another.
But they did release remakes of 3
Persona
and
games
4
or
or
something like
They're
that.
so good. Oh.
作品は
All right, so we're gonna have our next award.
Oh, that was a big title in Japan.
What?
Urban Myth Dissolution Center.
Toshiden
Yeah,
I don't know
Kaitai
how much
Center.
that was
Shueisha.
famous in the West, but in Japan, many people were very fond of this game.
Yeah,
What?
I've seen like a
I need
lot
to
of people
try this
talking
game.
about
What
it.
is
I haven't
this?
actually played it myself, but it looks really cool.
I haven't either, actually.
Yeah. So it looks like you're going to dissolve basically like urban myths and then get to the bottom of like some sort of great mystery and explore this kind of very uniquely designed world, and that's kind of the appeal of this game. So all
This
this,
is really a surprise hit.
yeah. I didn't catch that. Do you know who developed this game?
So it's Shueisha.
Oh, it's Shueisha.
They're the publisher.
They're the publisher. Okay. Oh, then we have Oh, that's Hayashi-san. Hayashi-san is it's a different Hayashi-san actually. So he's saying, I really enjoyed the world view. I really enjoyed the characters. Congratulations. And if I'm wrong, that's also Hayashi-san who's
Wait, it's
receiving. So
interesting.
you're double Hayashi.
I want to try this game out. Urban Myth Dissolution
さあ
Center?
それでは今のお気持ちでも、まあ、制作
So please share your comments or your comments from the team if you have something to say.
シュエイシャゲームズのシニアプロデューサーの林と申します。
Yeah, that is Hayashi-san. He's one of the producers at Shueisha.
こういう栄養ある賞をいただきまして、
So I'm so honored to
I need to
this
put it in
kind
my
of-
wish list first.
嬉しさが
I wanted to do it on
Honorable
PC, but it's
awards.
just gonna mess up
Yeah.
my stream, so I'm just gonna do it on my
シ
phone.
ュ都市伝説解体センターに関わっていただいた
Wait,
全て
that
の
is in
本当の
English.
スタッフたちに、もう心から
So he'd like to say thank you to all of the staff who worked towards making this incredible game and just wants to give
There's a
them
demo.
their due.
There's a demo.
2022年に立ち上げた時に
I'm gonna add this to the wish list. I'm gonna add the demo to my library.
So this is one of the games that they first started making when I think Shueisha started to launch their game division, if that's correct.
Right, yeah, that's correct.
So
Oh yeah, Shueisha is
you know,
making
there's a
games
lot of
by the way,
troubles,
these days.
like
You know,
these days
Shueisha
they're
is from
feeling
Jump,
things
like
out, so there's a
they're
lot
the
of
company that
time that they had to
publish,
spend
like,
feeling things out. But
that put Jumps
you know,
out, like
we all of
Jump
our
comics,
amazing staff stuck through
Naruto,
that. They
Bleach.
helped us develop this
You guys
amazing
know that,
game,
right?
or they
Shueisha.
developed this amazing game,
So
and we're really
now they're trying
proud
to
and glad that
make
they were
games
part
as
of our
well.
team. So we're going to keep making interesting things.
Since
We're hoping
video
to
games
keep,
is a huge
you know,
thing nowadays,
producing
right?
amazing games, so we hope that people continue to like them.
And this is one of the
It's
one
the
of
rough
the early
summary.
games, I would say.
Very good job. Thank you.
Not only this, I remember Shueisha got a dating simulator game as well.
So Hakaba Bunko is the name of the developer here, and I think he said,
Yeah,
did I miss that? Did he say there's 4 of us?
Yes, 4 people,
Yeah.
yeah. Very small indie game.
So none of us were actually like in a game company making games before this. We all were,
Urban
like,
Myth Dissolution
new to
Center.
this.
I need to try that.
So he's wants to thank Shueisha for picking up these 4 people, these 4 crazy people with a dream and no experience, and giving them the.
Is this real
the
or not?
I think he's. Yeah, I think he's
he is,
crying.
right?
I mean, like they had. I mean, think about that. They were just these 4 people with a dream, and Shueisha just
Yeah,
said,
for sure.
"Please pursue it." So that is, I would definitely.
A
be in the
dream,
same
a dream
position.
come true.
個人的にもプレイしてまして
He's like, I played this game too.
この優秀賞のラインナップ打ち合わせで、最初に知ることでその後の主義ゲームが大変なんですけど、
はい
なんかこういいですねゲームって
He's like, this is one of the.
超えるようなリアルなグラフィックのものもゲームだ
Yeah, he's like, when I saw this game win, I was really just like, it really made me happy because like there's a lot of games that, like a game that's super realistic is a game that has these really interesting visuals is a game. Like there's such a wide variety of what defines a game, and I really like just the dot vibe of this too, the pixel vibe of this too. So.
この大賞発表でもしくは優秀賞発表で初めてこのゲームを知る方もいると思うんですけど、
Oh, he's like, there's
方がまたプレイしてもらう機会になるといいなと
there's probably a lot of people who it's their first opportunity to learn about this game by watching these award ceremonies. So I hope they all get a chance to like they look into this game, they realize how cool it is, and they give a chance to play it. And
And cry as much as you want.
as
he
much
also
as
said.
yeah. I mean, really, that is a moving story.
For sure, yeah.
Definitely, if I was in this place, I would be bawling my eyes
An
out.
interesting movement here in Japan too. Like Shueisha is originally a book publisher, also
Yeah.
famous for manga, and Kodansha as well. There's
Yeah.
some book
yeah,
publishers that
Kodansha
are
as well.
going into video game development, and
Kodansha and
they have a
Shueisha is
really
making
big
video
hit
games
on their
nowadays.
hands right now.
Yeah.
It's interesting how that's gonna develop. from
Kodansha
here,
put
you know?
out
I'm really
magazine.
curious because there's
It's
going to be
called
really
Magazine.
interesting
Which is like
tie-ups
another
with all
book
of their
that
existing
always
IP.
fight with
that
Jump.
too, yeah.
見てまいりましょう
さあそれでは続いての優秀賞よろしくお願いいたし
All
ます
right, so we're going to be talking
For,
about our
for
next
me, I always
award.
buy Jump though.
2025優秀賞優秀賞続いての受賞作品は
Our next winner is
There's 8 of them, right? There's 8
drum roll.
winning the excellence.
Thanks for the translation of the
Out of,
drum roll.
out of 3,000.
Romancing
yes.
Saga
Oh!
2 Revenge of the Seven.
This is an all-time Japanese classic, which isn't as famous in the West, but it's a Super Nintendo title that got a really good remake this year. That still, you know, is
Nice
much
to
more
see.
user-friendly,
Square
but
Enix!
still at the same time it keeps the essence of the series.
Yeah, they remake the whole thing actually.
So yeah, they've basically she's saying what you just said. I love that. You're like on the same zone.
I like you know.
Keeps the same essence of the
People
series.
say,
it
"Oh,
has
Square Enix isn't making
the same
turn-based
mechanics,
anymore."
but
Yeah,
like
here you
updates them to make it like
Turn-based.
more user friendly.
They've been making turn-based all the time.
Yep.
一般投票では最高のリメイクという
People say it's like one of the best remakes. I don't know ever. We'll say ever. I don't know if she said ever, but she said an amazing remake. Maybe.
Well, and last year had
Yeah,
the
I
Final
did
Fantasy VII
download
New remake.
the,
Many people in Japan actually
demo. There
chose
is a
this one
demo.
as their favorite remake
can see
last
it.
year. Yeah.
It's the,
As
like
I
the
was
old school
trying to
pixely, like,
go back
Seven,
to
you know, is coming. This is,
JRPG
like,
and just
more of a
embrace
surprise, right?
Oh, that too,
JRPG
for
despite
sure,
of views and shit like that now.
I
saw this and I was like,
very
man,
famous.
I want
He was
to play this.
originally on Final Fantasy II as well.
Oh,
already.
okay.
It's a Square Enix veteran,
Nice.
and he's the father of the series.
難しいことにチャレンジして、そして成し遂げました。今
So he's like, I'm sure it was a really difficult challenge, but you did it. How does it feel? So this is that's Tatsuki-san. He's a producer at Square Enix, and he's really honored to have won this award.
評価については去年体験版を出した頃から
So we released a demo last year, and it sounds like a lot of our fans, and like former fans of the series and other people gave
A lot of
really
people will
positive
be
comments
happy
to
when
it.
it comes out when they have a
And-
game.
ワールドワイドでどこ
There was
I think the game, I guess it wasn't
you know, like
released
an
a lot of
old
places.
game
yeah.
that come out and
So
they make it into
we're getting
3D.
a lot of
Same thing that we can
really
see with what is
fantastic
happening with
feedback
Trails in
from
the
overseas
Sky
as
right
well.
now, right?
やっぱりプレイをしてくださった
Everybody would be happy, especially if you're
people
a
for
fan
this
of that game
game have-
itself.
このゲームは面白かった
Said things like this game was really fun. I think this is a game that you have to play.
たくさん書いていただいて
This, we got all these really nice comments.
評判も読んでセールスも大きく
And
伸ばすことができで今日
That sort of like the comments to the demo also helped like really inspire them to finish up, you know, like when they were finishing the game and gave them all the
demo
morale
is an
boost and
important
energy they
thing
needed.
right now
And now
these
we've kind
days.
of we've led up to this moment where we're getting awards.
Like,
So honestly,
demo
thank you
was
all
not
of our
relevant,
fans,
I would say,
all the
like,
people who
around
left
10
lovely
years ago.
comments. We really appreciate you.
Like during that time, people would buy game blindly, but nowadays, with so many weird shit happening in the video game industry
He's like,
and
I
the
used
games
to
being
not
expensive,
care at all about awards.
people are like skeptical most,
I always
most of the
thought
time,
that,
so
you
they
know,
want to play a
players and the
demo.
people
You
enjoying
want
the
to
game
see
is the most
other people
important
play the
thing,
game and
but-
other people think about the game.
Now I've
So it's always great to be to make a demo.
And that will also, I guess, lead to more people getting a chance to play this game and enjoy themselves. So I think, in a lot of ways, the this
Man, I
award
want to play
is
this game.
wonderful for
I
that
wanna play this game
reason.
as well.
And I hope people
And
keep
the one
playing
with the
game, and I
urban
hope
just now
people
as well.
find
And
it
this game is
discovered and
mad.
enjoy
So
it.
many of the
先ほど
games.
紹介した短いコメントにもあったんですけど、一般投票の中に最高のリメイクだっていう。
So yeah, we got a comment that said this is the
Okay,
best
time-wise,
remake ever.
同居すること
This gonna end,
まあ難しいこと
and
So
then
he said
2
like, you know, that's
hours.
like
Sorry, this
kind
is
of
2
that's a
hours.
lot to like to live up to, right?
And then
ね
on that between time,
やっぱり原作のファンが大事にしている要素っていうのがあって
So
on
we
on
really did our
between that
best
time,
to keep the like the
this is
appeal of the
coming
original
on
and
later
keep that
on,
kind of the same feel.
right?
不便だったりとか
But there
Later
were things that
on,
were kind of
today, maybe
inconvenient
at
of the
night,
gameplay
so
in the past
not gonna
that
be-
we were
it's not
able to
gonna be
keep like
now.
the core like spirit of the game and keep like all the mechanics, but we were able to like slightly tweak the things that
結果かなというふうに思って
were kind of like were more like troublesome to play. So
But maybe I can make
we're hoping that
time
the
and
fans of the
download that
original game
urban
will
thing and
still,
try.
Love like
So
like
that,
this.
so that we can
because of
try
that.
some games.
何か言いたいんですよ。
Like I want to try some game that is from this
これは
award.
最高の
See, he's like, oh, usually people
So
when
maybe
they
I
see
can
a
download-
remake,
or I
they
can
kind
download
of
Romancing
are more
Saga and
prone
try
to
that out
saying,
or
you know, like
something.
kind of saying like this was wrong or this didn't get they didn't get this right. But the fact that this time they were just like everybody was like, this is it blew away all my expectations, did everything I wanted it to. That's amazing.
It's an interesting thing because this game was kind of unfriendly on purpose. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that you had to figure out
Yeah.
yourself. But you know, they kept that figuring out yourself part while also making things so much more friendly and more more easy to figure out at the same time, which is really something that sounds impossible on paper.
Yeah.
But they still kind of, figured out a way to do that, which really contributed to keeping the essence of the original title intact.
I guess probably you keep the essence of it being a difficult to figure out game, but you make the pipeline to be able to figure it out smoother. So the route to figuring out is easier, whereas the figuring out is still hard. Maybe? I don't know. So our next winner is?
That's the fourth
What is the
title,
next one?
if I'm
I think
correct?
this is the fourth one, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I say drum roll again?
Yes, please.
Oh, Dragon Quest 3.
Dragon Quest 3
Nah,
and
this is
remakes, yeah.
Square Enix traditional RPGs.
I mean, granted, there have
This is
been
a
a lot
no-go
of
for
remakes
me.
coming out just overall in the industry, not just in Japan, but in the West. I think everybody is trying to remaster for the new generation now that they can do so much they couldn't. But this is an HD 2D remake of the, the older Dragon Quest 3, and it has all of the kind of old story, like feelings that we love, and they kind of did a lot of balances to the game. Like it sounds like the
Dragon
kind of
Quest
the balance, the
is
difficulty,
such a-
the balances.
it's not just a video game.
Balance changes the difficulty.
It's a
mechanics,
legacy.
Mechanics, but they
It's a
remastered
culture.
to hopefully be a fantastic game.
It's not
And that
something to be
is,
taken
looks
lightly.
like Terashi-san is going to be our
Especially,
presenter. this time.
related with Akira Toriyama, right?
Terashi. He's like, I love the Dragon Quest series. He's like, I'm looking
And then
forward
just
to next month.
Tempering the design of the
Because next month will be
characters
1 and 2.
Yeah.
without Akira's being there anymore or something like that.
For those.
I feel like it's just like, this is where my twisted moral value
I
comes
like
in,
the
okay?
passing back and
It
forth
just
of various
feels scummy.
items.
Mics and awards.
Or let me just
Yeah.
change
He's like,
your
I feel
design
like
of
every
your
year
character.
I see you here on the, I guess on this stage.
Whatever
So,
Toriyama Akira did, right?
38-year-old
38
game.
years.
Yeah.
But it is
Yeah,
also
we
the
have a lot
guy.
of remakes, like you said.
This
but
is
not
also the
this
guy that
old.
actually
Yeah.
says selling games in Western days these days are weird and
we're
hard.
able to remaster this 38-year-old game and
Trying to-
kind of bring it
we
to
need to
the
please
modern
their
world and
weird
get a lot more people playing it and
Western
experiencing it.
values,
And
which
really
is
proud of
baka
that.
bakashi or something. I remember they said that. Baka bakashi mean ridiculous. Making business
This is
with
the
Western is
producer. I
very
think it's
ridiculous.
Hayasaka-san is his name.
Exactly what he said. I think that's what the
So
word
this is like a legendary game, right?
It's in one of my game news. I forgot which one.
And so, for a lot of people who were not around like when the first one came out, or are younger gamers or have played it back then, like this is a way to revive that legend, like a phoenix from old. He didn't say that, so we're a phoenix from old. But he's glad that they're able to bring this piece of gaming history to Dragon Quest fans into the kind of modern gaming world. And thank you so much for this award. Really happy to be here.
I'm 38 years old myself, and that shows how old this game is.
I was 1 when this came out. So,
I was 0. I was 0. Yeah. I was born.
You were born the moment the game came out.
Pretty much.
本当にですね、もうこれを失敗したら僕はこの業界に入れない。
He's like, when I was in charge of remaking this game, I figured if I messed this up, I would never have any place in the industry again. So I made sure that I didn't mess it up.
I think they did a good job.
I think I did a good job.
リメイクの大変さでもさらに堀井さんはリメイクですごいものを作るに決まってるってこの期待がまた
So yeah, he said making a remake is really difficult, but Hori-san was like, yeah, if we're making a remake, we're gonna make it the best. So we're like raising the bar, right?
それをさらにね覚えててくれてずっとファンでいてくれた皆さん
He's like, yeah, there are a lot of people who not just like had rejoined and played this game, but people have been waiting, like remembered the original like so clearly that when they came back and played the remake of it, it was a trip to memory lane. So thank you all for supporting our game for so long. Or I suppose it's serious for so long.
It's weird how romancing saga appeals to me.
After this,
but
in February, we're going to have another
Dragon
remake,
Quest
Dragon Quest 7.
3
So it's
doesn't
like all
appeal to
these
me at
Dragon
all.
Quest remakes coming out, whilst we are waiting for the big new entry.
It would just never be my thing, I would say.
I can't remember.
It's a nice way to keep people waiting too.
Yeah, it's good, like a good prep. So this is our last of the first half. So I guess of the last half of 2024.
So
This
the
is going to be
fifth
the
one?
last winner, which is drum roll.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
Dynasty Warriors. Origins.
Dynasty Warriors Origins.
This game just flew over my head, by the way.
Back to form, but at the same time really innovative in like its game mechanics. It's a big evolution for the series for sure.
I thought I was super hyped with the
like,
trailer
the
and
graphics
stuff.
are beautiful.
But when I tried the
gameplay
game
is just
out, it
as,
was like
crazy and fun as
mediocre.
always. So yeah, they're describing, for anybody who doesn't know what Dynasty Warriors is, it's basically your one person against like an army is pretty much every single game and every single mission. So the fact that you have these incredible like story, this like overarching kind of epic story with these incredible battles with tons of people
like
is an exciting and fun
against
game.
1,000 or something like that. That's why when you hit like the
So
1,000
Hayashi-san
unit,
will be
you
presenting
have
again,
this
and
epic
this
like
is
animation,
our Koei
like
Tecmo
1,000,
person
and
who's
then,
going to
you
be.
know, they literally took that
He's
Ikitos
like, I had
and
a
it
great
becomes
amount
like,
of
you know,
fun with your game. Thank you, and here's your reward.
This game got a 9 at IGN Japan's review as well.
I guess you guys liked it.
They liked it.
Look at all these lovely ladies.
今のお気持ち聞かせてください。
はい、私、光栄テクモゲームスで本作のプロデューサーを務めております、翔智彦と申します。
So his name is Shosan, and he is the producer of this game. He is really, really, really happy to have won this award, and he's like, yes, Dynasty Warriors is back when he created this one.
2005年にかけて日本ゲーム大賞では当時はまだセサゲームアワーズっていう名前だったと思うんですけども、
So
2、3、4と優秀賞をいただいておりまして、そこから実に20年ぶりということでございます。で今回のこの受賞
So yeah, it sounds like, please correct me, you might have gotten that too, but I think it's 20 years since they won an award at kind of, I think then it was CISA, the CISA Game Awards back in the day, and I think 2002, 2005, they kind of released what was, I believe, Dynasty Warriors 2, 3, and 4 at the time, and they won awards back then. So it's been a while since they've been back on this stage. So he'd like to thank everybody who
they never won an award after, which means the game really
sweat and
like,
tears
you know,
into making this game, and
you know,
we're
I mean,
also
like,
really, we
I
also like to
played
thank all of our
I
fans
played
out
two,
there
I
who
played
have
three.
supported and
I played
played our
ROG
game.
1 and 2. I played,
And as
you
a
know,
representative of my team, I'd like to thank you all.
Sengoku Muso as well.
And also
like,
share
Samurai
my
Warriors.
just joy of the fact that, you know, I've won this
It was
award
all
and that
awesome,
you guys have
right?
loved our game so much.
But I never played 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe
I love how he said the name.
says
So that's
a
the
lot,
name,
I
he was saying
guess.
the name of the Japanese title of the game, but he said it in this really epic way, right?
Right.
Dynasty Warriors Origins.
You know, the series obviously recently has been really known for awesome spin-off titles. But the main entry, you know, they had an open world game before this, which didn't really pay off. But now they went back to form, and they really, you know, there were some really interesting parry mechanics and stuff like this in this one, which really, you know, made it more than just
Going
you know,
back to
hitting so
form
many
doesn't
people.
have any
Yeah,
parry
like, you know,
mechanics. What
make
are you
think
talking about,
while
back
still
to form?
being a really exhilarating
These
experience at the same
IGN
time.
people, man, I'm
Look
telling
at that
you.
moment
Look at
where
this.
you're like cutting down swaths
They actually,
of
I think they
people,
worked
and then
with
you have those, like,
IGN
really
for this.
interesting
They actually
battles
hired
for
someone
There's
from
some really
IGN.
interesting boss battles in there too.
Yeah.
Back to form.
So yep, that was it for the first half of the what was it, the award for excellences, and now we're going to be doing the second half after this. It sounds like. I believe he said there was going to be a short break. I could be wrong.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so
Nah, I
you know,
don't think it's a
so
short
far
break.
there's
What are you talking about?
quite a few remakes, but
Special
also like
award?
some
Talk about the show, okay.
new entries in long-running franchises, which really, you know, are making
Tokubichi, okay. What is
are
the
returning
special
to form,
awards?
which is really interesting too, I think.
Actually, sorry, I think I got that wrong. I think you're doing this special award at next as kind of a palate cleanser between the award for excellence. So this is another really important award. So we get the special award.
Okay.
So the winner is, drum roll, I guess I'm a closed caption, right?
Okay.
PlayStation Store.
That can be an award winner too.
I'm very surprised. I was expecting a game, but you know, like once again,
yeah,
we
I
saw
mean,
this with Switch too.
That
There's-
could be a
beyond
winner?
just the
The
games,
store?
there's so much important infrastructure that goes into like a game, the game industry. So having things, you know, like the PlayStation
Yeah.
Store or the Switch 2 around
They
are just
really appreciate
super
every
important
small little
to
thing.
play the games you want to play.
It's not just the games.
So
They
yes,
appreciate the people
this
who
has
create the
contributed- the PlayStation
interface.
Store has
I would
contributed
say,
a
yeah,
lot
I
to,
like
you know,
PlayStation
the
Store's
of
interface.
the game industry in Japan.
I
and
always
supported
click
the
to the
economy
deals,
for both Japan
and I check
and
what
like,
deals they have.
really help shore up the game industry as a whole.
And then I
So
just look.
that is probably why. That
And then
is
I
what we
never
were.
and I never buy anything, and I just went
So we have
to
Nishioka-san this
PlayStation
time is
Plus
going to be the presenter.
Premium or something, and I download games from there.
PS ストアへの思い入れも強いと思うのでおめでとうございます。
So he's like, I have a lot of very strong, like, good memories of the PlayStation 5. So
I think I
thank you,
use a
thank you.
lot of PlayStation Store
Congratulations.
since PlayStation 4.
We had another omitted
Even in
titles, I know, so
PlayStation
thank
3,
you.
I don't really use that much. Even in Vita, I don't use that much.
So please tell us how you feel. So this is Nishino-san. He is the director of one of the kind of sections in Sony.
プレイステーションはですね、プレイヤーの皆さんとクリエイターの皆さんをつなぐというミッションを追っておりまして、
So he said the mission of this kind of the PlayStation is to connect the players and the gamers, and the store is a central aspect of that.
Do you guys know there is a lot of hentai games in PlayStation Store now?
So apparently,
there's one worse hentai game
in Japan
on PlayStation Store.
overseas.
I'm talking about hentai game, but it's not really hentai game. It has nothing to do with hentai. It's just super hot characters.
yeah, so he's like, I want to continue to
that
provide this
just run
platform for
around
people
like-
to
like a
play the
walking
game. And,
simulator.
like people
And it
need
costs around like
games, they need
$10
access to the game,
on
so we're hoping
PlayStation
to continue to give people a chance to, like worldwide.
I wanted to buy one, but then PlayStation
Interesting
Store
how
doesn't
their
really,
PlayStation Plus
doesn't really
service
give
has
you
been evolving over the last few years.
like
as well.
refunds.
It's really come
so
through some
if that game
interesting
really
changes,
ended
I
up
have to
bad,
say.
I'm just losing all the money, right?
Let's see.
But I wanted to try one of the game and then make the title of the video becomes like.
So he's saying there's probably when we look back.
So I
at
tried
this,
the worst
this
game
kind of
on
period of
PlayStation
the gaming industry
Store.
history. We'll say there was the time before the PlayStation Store and the time after the PlayStation Store. So we think it has a very important role in the industry as a whole. And I love this, I love the red lights. I don't know, something about it. Like,
it's classy, right?
It's kind of like,
dude,
I like it.
Look at less of this shit and pay more attention on translating stuff. This guy's not doing a great job at translating. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys.
Oh, we're going back to the game of
So
the excellence award.
we're back
As
to
a guy who
excellence,
speaks
and I guess we have
Japanese as well.
6 more of these, right? Because we did 5 in the first
We did
half, so
5?
6 in the
Yeah.
second half. So I suppose now we're going to be doing the first half of 2025. So January 1st to May 31st, I think it was. I'm sure a lot of people have played games who came out in that period of time. They have ideas of what won. So let's see if you guys got it.
It was nice to see an indie game in there right now too. Maybe there's more of that too.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm definitely an indie game fan, so let's see.
Me too.
Let's see what comes out. So we got our first one, and drum roll, please. Tokyo Extreme Racing. Yeah.
Extreme Racing.
This one is...
This is an interesting story. This one. It's a really long-running series that didn't have an entry for so long. Now they're finally back. Well, we're in early access, but they will release really soon. I believe on the 25th.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, like I actually confess I hadn't heard about this game until just now.
I
But
used to play it on the Dreamcast.
nice. She's saying that one of the really great appeals of this game is the fact that you can very realistically recreate like various types of cars and kind of paint them and do all sorts of customization and then race them through exciting kind of tracks.
I think
in
I
the
wanted to
cities and
react
so
to the
on.
video
So
and then I
guess
checked and
mostly
then it was
in the
pretty
cities.
old.
It's Tokyo
I thought it was like
Highway.
a new
Yeah,
game
yeah.
or something, but people
Tokyo,
were
right, yeah.
talking about it. But then when I checked, the game actually
That's
released
the
a very old
fantasy of,
time.
seeing someone
Like
on the
not-
highway and it's like,
wrong.
let's go for a race.
Yeah. Usually it's like, back-to-back traffic. So like maybe one day there will be nobody here and I can actually drive fast on this.
You know what? I really wish racing game comes back.
Yeah, it's like this
Racing
one
game
is
was
back
so
after so long,
huge.
as you mentioned. It's kind
It's
of the
because
first
of racing
entry in
game
the
like
series in a long
Underground
time.
and
So
stuff.
tell me
That's
what
why
you
we
feel.
have Fast and Furious.
So this is Sato Takashi-san. He's the producer of this game.
Like people watch Too Fast, Too Furious. after
So it's like, it
after
feels
they
like we're
finished
back,
watching
yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious,
After 18
they went
years.
back home
It's
and
been a
turned on their
while.
PS2 and they played Underground 2.
So he's like, it's incredible to come back to in a world like this, right? So
I think that's like maybe Underground 1,
So
but
he's like, the reason why we're here and the reason why we won this award is thanks to the support of our fans around the world. So thank you so much.
さっきまでテストプレイをしてたんで何もこう準備をしていないんです
It's like I haven't done any prep. I've been test playing.
アーリー
So
アクセスでこんな賞にいただく
right now we're in early access. So I was really surprised that so many people have bought
Genki
early
Kabushi
access
Gacha.
and left comments and basically given our game such great feedback and judged it so nicely.
It's interesting how much early access can do these days. Right?
Yeah, right.
Some games become the biggest game in the world before they have even officially released.
Yeah, and then sometimes they stay in early access for a while, like to continue to make it even better with everybody. That sort of interaction with the community is so important.
Early access is great in some sort of sense in that kind of way.
Oh, so yeah, apparently it sounds like there's a lot of young folk who did a lot of
there are also companies that
games, and that was
them
part
as a
of what
scam.
really kind of
They
I guess
never
launched this
finish the
game to
and they
such
just have an
prominence right
early
now.
access.
Like gave it such a
and people are
boost. So
buying
I guess
to it
thanks
and
to
paying
all the
money
young
to it,
streamers
but
who are
then
playing this game and enjoying it.
they didn't finish the game and then it just stopped.
Early access.
So there's a lot of this kind of game happens. That's why I think Steam decided
it's like
to
rare to see like an
deny
early access, get so much like positive PR and like be out here like for an award and have like so much. And he's probably it's been 18 years since the last game in the series too, so there's probably tons of people who had no idea about the series and now they've jumped in for the first time. They really enjoyed the game, and he's like, I'm really happy to see all these people enjoying this series that's been resurrected, and it makes me just kind of like kind of nervous and worried, but he's like, I gotta do my best for the future.
Exactly, yeah.
He's like, use this, change this award into physical energy to complete the game and make more games.
Yeah,
right?
For them, it's like not the best time to receive the award because they're releasing in 2 days.
Yeah, they're probably bug fixing, QA.
Well, I guess by this time they should be pretty much
They
done.
shouldn't be sitting here. They should be
there's
in the
always
office.
For sure, yeah.
Coding that stuff.
Somebody on like one specific setup was like, oh, this game critical error. Okay, we gotta fix it.
But
Program
still,
X.
what a way to come back after so long time and then just win an award like that.
It's definitely inspiring. So our next, award for excellent for 2025 is
number 7.
I think this is 7. So.
Like
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
This is
Yeah,
great.
I get it.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
This
It
game
was like,
made even
the Like a
Aspen
Dragon
go play the
series is
game.
always crazy, but making Majima a pirate,
Look at how jazz
get
this game
even
now,
crazier than that.
I think this is about the craziest you can get. So
it's
yeah,
not
this
even
is,
historical fiction.
it's completely
now.
new.
It's,
Yeah.
it's contemporary.
So this is talking about how it's inspired by a lot of pirate videos, but it's like this very new, interesting, crazy, wild world with lots and lots of
It's just fun.
really cool,
Akiyama.
I guess, play spots.
Yeah,
And lots of very interesting kind of features that they added in this game. Just like every
is very well known for.
Yeah, I love his jacket. It's awesome.
The Like a Dragon guys are always very classy in the way they dress.
He's like, I love Majima as well. So
one of the series favorites.
Yeah, I have a very interesting story about Majima at one point that I could share. So he's like, it's a spin-off, so you can do anything. So tell me how you feel about your anything. So this is Sakamoto-san. He is the chief producer of the Like a Dragon series.
Of this title, I think, right?
Oh yeah. No, I think of the series
The
itself.
series he's had?
Yeah. Wait, that could be wrong. Yokoyama-san might be though. So he's like, this is a game that is very
Unconventional. For the
unconventional.
series,
I think is a good word. It's Majima-san, so you can kind of like go in weird directions. And it has like you look at it and you think like this is going to be a weird game, but we really put a lot of effort into making it really feel good as a pirate game.
The man who erased his name came to the
So we have both veteran staff
in PlayStation,
and like new members of the studio working on this, like putting all their
I
effort
hope
into
this
it.
game
And thanks to all of their efforts, we were able to win this award. So guys, thank you so
next year
much.
maybe drops it into the catalog so that I can play the game.
So let's hear that Majima story of yours then.
So I was doing an interview with Sakamoto-san,
It's funny how I've been
right?
playing everything
And
except for
he
this
told
one.
me
I've
that
been
one of
playing
his memories
everything,
of the
like
series
the man who
was
erased his name. Then
they
I
did
played
like
Yakuza
what was it,
8.
a public voting of who your favorite character was, and then they did the announcement.
Yeah,
in
then I didn't
Shinjuku,
play this
like,
one. I think
out
that's
in
what
the
the
public. I
next
think
thing
right in
was.
front of what is it, that really big building.
But they didn't release
and
like
when
a
they
new-
announced Majima was #1, he said like all of these girls in the crowd like screamed like heads off, and he's like at that moment I realized that Majima is like a sex symbol for not like he's like all the girls love Majima, right?
He is very popular. Well,
He's-
among,
I mean, he's
among
like-
all players. You
Like
know?
he's an attractive man, I gotta say.
We're going to the next one.
All right, sorry.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter Wilds, nice, yeah.
That one released early this year.
Nice, yeah. This is a Capcom title. They've been doing great work with the Monster Hunter
Capcom
series.
gonna be
Right?
one or two.
Capcom in general has been like
They've been on fire.
On fire for sure. Yeah.
So, for anybody who doesn't know Monster Hunter, you are a hunter who fights monsters. You're fighting these giant monsters in this really interesting like battle mechanics.
guys,
really,
remember?
really just like meaty
Even if your
combat
game doesn't
and
run
lots
well
of
and
kind of
perform
crafting
well,
great items as well.
and has a lot of bugs.
This kind of like
Don't
additions
worry.
that I made to this
You
new
still
one
can
was
win
a seamless world, I
a
believe,
reward
and
in this
to
show.
kind of up the combat as well. So,
Yeah, it was the first time that it's really a seamless, not even like between areas.
yeah,
It's completely
everything
seamless
is
this
connected,
time.
right? So we only have a few more of these awards of excellence to go, and you are one of them. You're one of the winners. Just trying to figure out who to give it to. I couldn't hear his comment, but I heard the omedetou gozaimasu. The
He said that
congratulations.
he is
It's
enjoying
so
the
low.
game.
I don't even hear what they said.
Picture time.
So thank you for that, Nishiwa-san, who is a presenter.
I think the presenter just is from Dengeki, right?
They're like, you guys are a regular attendee here, so you're a regular here, so give us your feelings. This is Sugimoto-san, he's the producer of
Tsujimoto-san.
Tsujimoto, sorry.
Yes.
投票したくださったハンターの
So thank you all of you hunters out there who voted for us.
ハンターワイルズはですね、今年の2月に発売させていただきま
This
して
game came out in February of this year,
2日のタイトルアップデートも
and we also released a number of updates as well since
9
then.
月にもタイトルアップデートを
And at the end of this month, we're putting another big update, so
今週行われます東京ゲームショウの方でも
Like Tokyo Game
we'll
Shows, you
also
can
be at
see the
Tokyo Game Show as well.
モンスターハンターワイルズ
The
And we hope
collaboration
that
between
all of
Final
you people who
Fantasy
are
and
fans
Monster
of
Hunter.
Monster Hunter Wilds and are still interested, are looking forward to the next bit of patch and update that we're
The
making.
collaboration between Final Fantasy 14 was always also announced by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's gonna get a lot of.
It's
That's
gonna be
really
epic.
cool, yeah. So also thank you so much for this
Yeah, they're probably
award.
gonna be the reason why I go back to the game as well. Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter. I'm waiting for that update. When
I
they
had a chance
update,
to
I'm gonna
see some of
play
the
some
comments
of it.
that all of the people
we're
voted
gonna,
us
we're
for
gonna
us
stream some of those.
left, and there were comments from people who were like in their 10s, and there are people in their 70s who are voting for this game. So there's a wide range of people. Who support
Everyone
the
is
game.
playing it.
Yeah.
モンスターハンター20年
So it's been over 20 years since the start of the Monster Hunter series, and we put lots and lots of effort into it over this time, and we keep kind of like doing we keep going over our previous limits and making new things. So we're really happy that people of all ages and all kind of types have been able to people of all sorts have been able to chance to play this game, from your 10s to your 70s. So we're going to keep doing our best to make awesome games, and we hope you guys keep doing your best to play them. So thank you.
ディレクターの徳田です。
This is the director, Tokuda-san. Thank you so much for the award. He's like, I also checked out the comments, and it seems like it's really nice to see all of the positive comments and how much people are looking forward to this game.
I have money for Monster Hunter. Why they're giving me a reason
So,
to
and
buy
I'm really
this.
just grateful to all of you out
Mary
there.
Jeffu, I'm really sure. Hey, welcome. Why are
So
they
we're
giving
gonna,
me a
as a
reason to
team,
buy
continue
this?
doing our best to release
Wait,
more
wait, are
interesting
you trying to
content
say
that you
I'm
guys
the
can keep
reason
playing
that
and stick your
gave
teeth
you the
into and
reason to
getting
buy
all
that?
that beautiful, delicious hunter experience out there. So thank you so
Because
much.
when you mentioned our
It's
name,
interesting
then
how Monster Hunter was
but then
always
it's
like
like,
one
by
of
the
the
way,
biggest
so
game in Japan.
no.
But then Monster Hunter World
So you
made it
didn't buy
something
the
much
game.
more worldwide. It became
became
Capcom's best-selling
worldwide, yeah.
game of all time.
By the way, welcome,
But now they're
Elliot.
kind of
Nice to see
continuing
you.
that vibe with Monster Hunter Wilds, which
Yeah.
is already selling very well. And
Don't
who
have to,
knows,
man.
it might
Don't have
even
to.
surpass World.
Just watch
We'll
me
see
play.
how that
Let's
goes.
say,
If you
I mean,
didn't
they're
buy the
all
game, you
really
don't have
impressive.
to.
So
Just watch me play.
Let's see. I actually got to sink my teeth. I'm afraid to start it because I know it's going to be so much time. But yeah, this is going to be our next. This is going to be our 8th. There's our
I think so. I think the 8th one, yeah.
Yeah. Which is,
What is this?
100-line Last Defense Academy.
Very good
Nani
adventure
kore?
game, this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a really. I've heard a lot of people
100
talking about
lines.
this game recently.
I need to
This is
play all this
Aniplex.
Japanese stuff.
Actually, that I didn't know.
最終防衛学園を舞台に謎の
最
敵
終
新興生との
So,
人間と絶望
as
の
in this game, you are basically a member of this 100, what is it?
Oh,
100,
what?
I just said it, 100-line academy, and you have to fight against these invading students, and they're this mysterious kind of force.
That's a
and
demo.
You kind of have a moment where you can kind of create. There's like a part of the game
That's
where
a
you can
demo
create
and so
relationships
freaking
to
expensive as
other
well.
people in your academy and do all
Not
these
really
activities.
very
And then you
expensive. I
kind
think
of
probably
move
around
out
like
to a battle
$50 or
versus all these
something.
invaders. So it's kind of this back and forth of the game.
We have
50 or
a
$60
very,
or something.
known adventure game player at IGN Japan, and he really liked this game. So if you're into adventure games, this is definitely a title you might want to check out.
I think I gotta try it because it's a tactics game, right? When you're battling, if I'm correct.
I think so. I haven't played it, so to be honest, I'm not sure.
I think and I love those like visual novels that have a tactics battle thing. It's like my type of game, so I am very excited about it.
Biru? No, I mean the FF14 collab.
All right, he jumped in. He was jumping the gun.
Oh, you mean you don't have money to buy Monster Hunter, so they didn't buy. You didn't buy Monster Hunter, but now you have a reason to buy Monster Hunter, even though you have no money. It's because of Final Fantasy 14
do we
collab.
really deserve to win this like amazing award?
Am I getting this right?
Yes, you were right. It's an SRPG when during battle times. Yeah.
So he's like, yeah. So we were really we weren't sure if we deserved to win it, but now that we're up here, we'll do our best to justify the winning of this award by
100 lines.
Oh, wow. So he's like, when we were developing this game, we were actually almost like we almost went to insolvency. We almost went out of business when we make this. We were like in debt and like struggling, and we released it and we managed to barely turn things around. So we owe a lot to this game. We owe a lot to all of you out there who have supported us. Thank you so much.
It's a tactic games.
Yes, I love the character design. I love the vibe. I have to play this game. I'm a huge fan of like what is it? Summon Wars? Am I remembering that right? Man, it's been so long.
And it plays in Japan too, so for people
it is a very
in Japanese
tactic-like
culture,
game.
it might be a title you want to check out for
definitely.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's like very much of that school vibe. So
Aniplex, by the way. It's funny how Aniplex is the one that
made the
game or published the game.
And it has a really heavy scenario story.
Let's play together, man. Let's play together.
There's over 100 endings to the game.
Joining that thing, I don't know.
Completely different endings. How do you do that?
My community thing on
I think I was reading before this came out
then,
where they initially were trying to tone it down. He's like, no, 100 totally different endings.
Then we can just play together.
And because of that, it was a really hard game to develop, as you can imagine. But we did our best. And Media Vision, I guess, was their publisher. Kind of stood with them throughout this whole long, arduous, like difficult process to make such a game on such a huge scale. So thank you for that. And also Aniplex and Tokyo Games, everybody at those companies, thank you so much for supporting us, for like going through all these like
we're gonna play together and play together.
What we wanted in here and listening to our selfish desire to do this like crazy game. So
usually you can propose something like that, but people are gonna say no, that's way too difficult
nobody's
to
gonna
pull
buy
off.
that, right? But I guess they did a good job convincing, and the people who believed in them, they had belief for a good reason. They made something amazing, and we obviously made it forward. And once again, I've heard a lot of my friends talking about this recently, so it definitely has been making a splash.
I mean, interesting game, but tactic games.
So our
again,
next
not really for me, but
award
I'm
for
not sure.
excellence is two more.
Yeah.
But the urban thing, I'm kind of interested.
Our next one is, drum roll please,
that indie game.
I'm gonna get the timing right.
Fantasy Life.
Fantasy Life I.
I keep hearing about
I
this
definitely
game.
saw it all over like the Steam store.
Yeah, like it has been a really big series for a long time, but it never took off the way it is this year.
So Level 5 is the developer, and this game is a completely new game for the
I
Fantasy
remember I
Life.
reacted to this last year.
Serious?
I reacted to Level 5.
You go into basically of like 15
and
different
I was
lives,
just like, oh,
basically
okay, it's really
careers that you
cool.
can
But
take.
then
And you go and you basically live in this like beautiful kind of island, and you kind of create
because
your
I keep
own
seeing a lot of people
like,
keep
happy little
talking
town,
about
and
the
you
game
solve puzzles
when the game was released.
make friends. Oh,
And
you
then
actually, sorry, I think there's a co-op in this game, if I just heard that right.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So you get to play with your friends and build this
Oh, it's
beautiful
level 5, it must be a good
city or
game
town
then.
on
Yeah,
an island
it
together,
should
solve
be.
puzzles, go on adventures, everything that we want.
I keep hearing a lot, like you know, when you do research on stuff and games.
So they said, yeah,
always
this is like the
appear out, like Fantasy Life,
the
or
top, the pinnacle of level
is this
5
game?
here. I love this game, so thank you so much.
Really that good? You know, like
I think recent
kind of like
simulation games as a whole have been really
just-
like
Yeah,
burgeoning
this is
in the
a
game
whole, like,
ecosystem.
slow life
like-
genre is
I don't know.
really becoming a big
I
thing.
feel them. I love them.
I just don't like
Oh my
mobile
God.
games. You mean the mobile games
So
from Level 5?
please give us
Do
a
they have
comment.
mobile- Isn't this like a Switch game or something?
It's Hino-san, I think, is
Hino-san,
he is a producer of this game, Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time.
難産でしたというか、
So
うちのタイトル全部難産なんですけども。
He's like, every title in this is a really difficult like process to create. There's a lot of different like emotions that everybody has like when they are making this game. So we after we announced the game, we had a lot of test, like kind of basically the playtesters gave us a lot of feedback, and based on their feedback, we ended up having to like remake a huge portions of this game before we came out. So
I did a lot of research on JRPG lately. I feel like I need to play all the best JRPG game that people like first.
Remake is because we
For
knew
example,
we
like
wanted to
Breath
deliver a
of
game
Fire.
that
I didn't really play every Breath of Fire.
Really enjoy. Well, you
Chrono
make,
Trigger.
make sure that the game like
Yeah,
fully
right, something like
fulfilled
that.
all of our
Or
players'
the first
desires to have
trilogy
this
of like
wonderful
Trails in the
fantasy
Sky
anime life.
series. And then
So thank you so much for this award. We're really glad that
I need to play like
you have
again
all honored
on
us
stream or
with
something.
your
I feel like
basic
I need to play
recognition
all
for
these games
the fact that you
again.
made this game. So
like
thank
all
you guys
this
so much.
good JRPG game that is like a huge name. Then I can call myself a real JRPG fans, I guess. Like,
So this is Akasaka-san,
yeah, I
who's
said
the
I love
technical director
JRPG, but
of
I
the
still
game.
haven't really beaten Chrono Trigger. I mean, like I played
is
that
that-
game
yeah, the
some,
development of
but
this
I
game
never
is
really
quite
beat that
difficult.
game. And that itself, like, you know, like Chrono Trigger
Eventually,
is like the
we kind of like felt
Elden
we,
Ring
like,
of
kind of
JRPG
caught
or something.
our wind halfway through,
Or it's like a
at
silk song
1.2,
of,
and things started getting more fun,
you know,
and we started like getting into the zone. I guess getting to the zone would be a better way of saying that.
like,
And so now that
you know, it's like
we
the
managed,
kind of like
we
you
followed
know,
this
it's
zone to
Chrono
the end,
Trigger.
and we're glad that it came
So
out.
I
and
should
people
I
seem to
should
like
really
it, so we're
play that
happy.
game.
Thank you very much.
I think it's like it was like one of the first 3DS titles that Level 5 originally announced, and it
Yeah.
took them a long time, and it was a really hyped
It's $60 on PS5,
Then
Fantasy
it
Life.
was kind of a popular game, but it didn't take off in a big way.
£60,
But now, like,
right? I mean, like,
probably
holy
more
man.
than 10 years
Living-
later, it's suddenly
price
like one
point
of the
in
hottest
UK
games.
is just gonna be so
You
expensive.
never know how it goes with a video game
Isn't
series.
60
And I would say
pound
that's
is
a
pretty
lot in the
expensive.
evolution of the game industry, like things like Stardew Valley and so on.
Yeah, that
I mean, if you
changed the
compare with
industry
other
for
countries
sure.
and stuff.
God, that game is good.
配信をご覧の皆さんの予想は何でしょうか。
So
in my side, if I
people are
convert that in
wondering what it is.
dollar,
Does everybody have their own ideas?
Fantasy
What's
Life on
Astrobot?
Steam
Astrobot?
will be.
Shoot, I don't know what I would say.
Silent Hill 2 is another
Well,
title
drum
that
roll.
could be
Let's
it.
hope for it.
Yeah, $60. Yeah,
Elden
$60.
Ring,
Yeah,
of
that makes
course.
sense.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's
$60.
Yeah, it's amazing. I forgot that came out this year.
Yeah. It was probably like March or something, I think.
I think so, yeah.
It was early this year.
I think half of my friends
Elden
are
Ring,
doing
huh?
co-op playthroughs of
This
this
is not
right now.
Miyazaki Elden Ring,
As
though.
we speak.
Yeah, so right now, yeah.
Nobody's
This is
talking about a game anymore.
Co-op, like kind of, what is it? It's like a full standalone expansion, is that correct?
It's a standalone title that
Yeah.
is completely online.
Oh,
yes,
so it's
yeah.
not like an expansion, it's like complete
It's a
standalone.
standalone title, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely in the world of Elden
But
Ring.
again,
it's got that
$60
vibe,
is
and
not
it's
60
got-
pounds.
Yeah, a lot of people are very, very passionate about this game, which I've definitely heard as well.
プレゼンターは西岡さんです。
I need to catch up on my games. So this is the Nishiko-san, who's the director of the game, I think he just said?
最後の一歩。
Oh no, presenter, sorry. It was the presenter.
Presenter
Nishiko-san.
guy is like
I take that
from
back.
Dengeki, by the way. I told you, like, these two guys are doing a very bad job at translating the show. These two guys right
Thank you,
here,
Nishiko-san.
they don't know how to.
それではお声を頂戴したいです
I。love the dual wielding.
フロムソフトウェアの本作のディレクターの石
I mean, if they
This is
hired me
Ishizaki-san.
and
He
they
is
pay me
the
money,
director of Night Rain.
I'm saying it online right now. I can do a better job.
マルチプレイだったり
So,
But they're
everybody
not
probably
paying me,
knows
so I'm
this
not
is
gonna
a-
translate anything that much though.
like a kind of a spin-off, like a multiplayer co-op version of, you know, like co-op game.
I'm just gonna let them translate that shitty translation.
And people are probably wondering, you know, like how we would kind of pull that off because I don't think they've done anything like this before, right?
Yeah,
So it's really nice to see that everybody's reacted so positively, enjoyed what we were able to, what we made.
投票していただいた皆さん、開発チームのみんなに改めてお礼を申し上げたい
And so, as a representative of the developer team, for all of you people who voted for us, for all of you people who have loved our game, thank you so much.
I remember my aunt. My aunt is the one who actually, you know, my aunt married to
We'll
a
do our
Japanese,
best to.
and that's
I
why
think
I
he said
started
we'll
to
do our
learn
best to
Japanese myself
continue.
and everything like
I
that.
didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
he said,
And I
hope
remember the
you
way
look
that
forward to
she
the future.
tells me
Yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah.
get better in Japanese.
I heard the kitai in there,
is
but I couldn't like the rest.
one thing, like
Kitai
not
is like-
Japanese, sorry, translation.
No, it's
like
okay,
yeah, you're
because
trying to translate
Elden
stuff
Ring
and stuff
was, like,
because
the
I was
biggest
working
game
as a
on the planet
translator
for
as
so
well.
long.
It was,
And
yeah.
then they had like
when I was
what
asking
people
my
say is the
aunt
best
for
DLC
advice,
ever.
what she said
and
was
now they
do
have a
something
multiplayer
like what
title,
I
which
did
was
because
like the biggest
she
multiplayer
was also
title
working
for a
as a
while,
translator
so
back in the day.
Every single time they go up to bat, they
and then I was like, and then she was like telling me,
From Software
every
was
media
already
you
a
watch,
very
try to
beloved
translate
studio,
it
but
in
Elden Ring
Japanese
really
or in
put them on the
English
map
in your
like
mind.
no other studio out there
And that's
anymore.
how you just keep going on. That's why when you watch me play Nikkei in the early stage, even right now or something, right? When you watch me play a video game,
definitely in the top
I'm being
10.
so sensitive with like localization,
so
translation, and stuff like that.
Actually,
Because
sorry,
I keep
was
thinking
not
of them in like 2 languages most of the time.
No, we were having a chat. It was fun. It was delightful.
I think
But
the
ever
only
since I
awards that are
stopped,
left
doing
now are the
translation
Game
job,
Designers Award and
I
the
didn't make
Grand
it
Award.
last.
And now they're going
Not
for
like
the
a
Game
habit anymore, but it's still like
Designers
a bit of a
Yeah,
habit.
we did. Yeah.
You know.
All right, yeah,
But I would say my skill did really drop
Award.
drastically. I
So
watched a
this
game
is
award
a-
if Jeff Key lets you present.
Basically, a game that I'm not
No,
sure
he
I caught
said
that.
it's a show that introduces many people to a new
That's
game
a
they
different
didn't know
Jeff, by the
before.
way. That's a
Because I
different
think
Jeff.
it's the kind of
That's a different
game
Jeff.
that
That's Jeff.
isn't that
That's not
famous yet,
Jeffu.
but it has some really unique designs.
Thank you.
Right,
yeah. For some reason, my brain just shut off when I heard him talking there.
It's difficult to have a conversation,
Hey,
to
Sakurai.
translate, and to listen all
Is that
simultaneously.
who I think it is?
No, it's just some unknown guy.
Nobody's ever seen that guy before. I like it, man. That is a jacket. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's rocking it.
またね、
It makes sense that he would
注
be
目を集めてい
the
るゲ
one.
ーム大賞の中でもですね、ゲームデザイナーズ大賞のお時間がやってまいりまし
So
た。
now we're here for the Game Designers Award. It's been some time. So let me explain.
Why would they
the-
hire
Idea behind the
Yeah.
award, yeah.
one of the CEO or like not really CEO but like one of the high top people in the company
So these are
to
So I guess these are the
To
10
present.
people who have made like really impressive games that
So they are
kids will-
the jury.
The jury, yeah.
And they can each give.
Hey,
their vote
Kamiya
each
Hideki.
counts for 10 points.
Yeah.
And
That's
basically
Ida.
Thank you.
That is going to
Sakurai?
decide which title is going to win this award.
Gotcha.
Sotoyama,
I see like
is that
Toby Fox,
Boki
Yokotaro,
Gi?
Sotoy-
Is that-
Sotoyama, right?
Gravity
Toyama-san
Days?
is famous for the
Silent
Silent Hill
Hill?
series and Gravity Days.
Sakurai-san, Sakurai-san, who is
Yokotaro-san.
currently, I think,
Okay.
the MC.
Why is it?
I don't think
Wait,
so.
Yokotaro got a
Nah,
new helmet. Undertales, Toby Fox,
ものですね。もう一つがスペル唱えるという
Shinsain. Oh, these are all the people who.
So he's not talking about
Yeah.
some of the nominees, right?
Yeah, he's saying something like there's one where you
Shinsain
travel through
means I
shadows
think
and one where
these
you're
are
like, kind
all
of
the people
dodging
who actually
well, basically Danmaku style
judge the
gameplay.
game.
Like lots of bullets.
How they
bullet
decide the
hell.
award and stuff. It's being
It's basically like
it's
a
being
new,
judged by all these
new game
people.
designer who's new.
If I'm not
new in
wrong,
the
right? Because they say
industry.
Yeah, who's I guess kind of brought people like made a new wave, right? And the
Sakurai is
winner
basically
is
selling a
drum
Nintendo.
roll,
He should
please.
work on other stuff. Yeah, he should actually get out and then work his own company. But not everybody want to do
Indica.
that.
Indica.
Yeah, it's a good game. I played that one.
Indica is Automator. Is that the developer? I'm guessing.
That's the title.
Yeah. yeah.
The Opmeter is the developer, I think.
Okay.
残念ながら本日は欠席となって
So
おります。
unfortunately, Indica is not here with us
Wait, what?
today, but we are going to be sending them.
The audacity.
いつも私が、ここでゲームをプレイするんですけどね。
So Sakurai-san always like plays a
ちゃ
game.
んと説明ができないというか。
Like I guess at the show, so he's not going to be playing. He's just going to be explaining it because this isn't a game that you can really explain where you're
Yeah,
playing.
this,
So
I
he
think
made
this,
a movie.
the game designer
He's like,
award
I
means
know
that it's
you're
being
busy, but I'm usually
awarded
busy. I don't know how I'm
through
actually
all
make
these
the
game
I don't know how I make the time for
designers
this.
who actually voted
So let's see the appeal of the game.
the game, right?
By watching this video.
はありません。変なこと言ったらご
I
めん
think they probably
He's like,
have like
sorry if I
a
say anything
system
weird
that
when
they
I'm
send
doing
to all these game designers, and then they choose that
Sakurai-san,
game.
Sakurai is
Because they say
saying why Indica
like
is special.
in
That's
early they
something
say
pretty
Shinsai,
rare, you know?
which is means like the voters
So this is an
or the
indie game.
judges.
So you start off by like falling, but this isn't the game. This is
Not at all. It's not. You know.
later you like jump to like the 18th century to like a cathedral, and you're so Indica is the main character, and you are a
nun. Yes.
Nun, yeah, in a
nun, huh?
And you're kind of like not really liked by all the nuns around you.
I keep hearing about this game winning
So
awards
something
and
about
stuff.
you like just kind of stands out, and people don't.
But
like
because
it.
they're nun,
and she
is
has
there
like,
like a
something that she's worried. She can hear demons, basically.
But what I wanted to say is, like, is there any like sexy nun mods
Just
that I
kind of
can
narrate
do?
the narration
Maybe I
of
should
the game.
play the game with that. But nonetheless,
And it's kind of like the voice of these demons are talking
since
about
it's a
her,
game
like
like this,
desire.
3D adventure type or narrative
It is a cool game.
type.
And it's
yeah,
weird.
Sure. I would like to
I can
play
imagine. If you're a nun in the 18th century, there's no way it's not weird.
I would like to try a nun simulator.
And it's something like, yeah, just... Okay, right now she's being asked to do an errand. Suddenly you get points.
What the hell?
So, I guess like you... So there's no point in like gathering points.
Why do you gather the
like,
point
some,
then if there's no point in gathering the
icons? But there's no point in the points, and you won't understand why until the end of the game. Then it's kind of all explained.
It's kind of interesting how they're like making parody jokes of video game culture while doing something very realistic at the same time.
So yeah, like there's like apparently doing a well, you have to do like a bunch of different individual tasks. So it's really realistic in how they replicate all of these like individual tasks. So you have to do this.
I'm a very
5 times,
biased
apparently.
person.
Go
When
to
the
well,
Japanese say something,
like
I would check.
draw the water.
That's why I'm watching this
Like
show
the
right
water.
here. Like I saw they talking good things about Indica. During
there is a pump in this place, but you're being forced to draw it directly from the
during
well, because I guess
some
you're
of the
being kind of bullied
Gamescom or
The
something.
kind of thing you want to
I
do.
saw them talk about the game.
You want to have a nun that
but I
you
was
don't
like not
done, I
interested
guess.
at all.
Well, she's gonna be really buff.
But
by
now
the end
since
of it,
Sakurai-san
right?
is talking about this game, I would be like, oh yeah, sure, why not? I would try it out.
And that's just wow.
Yeah.
I think that's optional to do. I think I didn't see that.
That's brutal. So she can also see like weird hallucinations.
Yeah.
Like a old dude comes out of this woman's mouth for some reason. And that's why she does these like strange, has these strange movements, and that's why people kind of are bullying her, pushing her apart.
So if you are playing a
Eventually,
mental
after you're
disorder,
a year in here, you're sent on a mission, like an errand outside of the abbey. I think nunnery. Monastery is for monks, and the nunnery is, I think, for nuns. I could be wrong there.
And then she starts hearing the demon's voice louder and louder, and it changes the way she sees things.
Oh dear.
That's interesting. I would like to play
also, if you
a mental
pray,
disorder
apparently
game.
the demon's voice, like the demon hallucinations go away. That's actually really cool. So until I guess you pray, like everything is broken apart in Demon Land.
Yeah,
Oh, but
these puzzles are actually quite complicated sometimes.
Interesting.
So wait, you can use your hallucination
She's
as
just like living
a
in
trigger.
Multi-dimensional.
So if you
and the
long
praying
press
kind of like
out,
becomes a gameplay gimmick,
I mean, like
That's really
left
cool.
trigger or something. Then
So this part
you
is like
can
very
do stuff.
gamey, right?
Gamey, yeah. And quite difficult. I remember getting stuck a few times.
Yeah. I think it feels
So I guess
interesting.
the more you let yourself like the
might give
demon
it a
take
try.
control
Now
of you,
they
like,
have
the more people
40%
around you like
off on
start
Steam.
getting angry at you, and like
I say why not, right?
and all sorts of very
Is it long? What's the
strange
game
things
like?
happen in the story. She's in apparently a demon's hand.
In a sense,
popped out
it's a female protagonist.
scared
So
her out
I want to
into
play every
following
female protagonist game.
a very bad position.
Yeah. An ex-prisoner helps her out. Yeah.
Who also seems to have maybe the similar problems.
It's
from
only
the vibe
I
of it.
don't
around
think so,
4
but
to 6
he,
hours.
He is quite, quite the
I might
character
do
himself.
a one-go
the
stream,
journey they
right?
have
We're just gonna
together
finish
is a
up in
special
one day.
one to remember for sure.
Type of stream. Because it's like 4 to 6 hours, that's what it says.
Prisoner is really not good with a gun, which is why I guess he's missing all the time.
And now it's around like $10
And
or
I guess you help each other
on Steam, so you know, with the sales and stuff. I say why not? So we're gonna run away with a guy at the end.
Yeah,
this is
I
great.
remember that scene too. Yeah.
Oh, she used
Wait,
to
what
be
the
part of,
hell?
like, this, steampunk bicycle, or her family ran
Her family, yeah, I heard that. Was,
and that's why she's good at riding this.
And I
despite
love
being a nun.
how this flashback scene of her childhood is
like-
done in
yeah,
this like
platforming.
2D platforming
Great, actually.
It's
style.
really nice pixels too.
Yeah, too, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I remember all that.
Game designers will be very impressive
So
when they say
there's
video
a-
games do something like this.
I guess
I
the
mean, like,
errand she
making
essentially
one
delivered a letter,
gameplay
but she
is
ends up
already like
looking at the letter,
complicated.
and
But when they make like multiple type of gameplay and,
and then
shit,
we enter
holy
another one
crap.
of these puzzle sequences.
Of
なんで
course.
しょうね、ゲームのシステムがある程度斬新というのが
So it has like
ゲームデザイナーズ大賞に選ばれる
innovative
ものそういうことが
game systems, which is
That's
why
why
it
everybody
was
voted on
chosen
this,
for
I
this game
guess.
designer award. But
I guess like the one that we saw just now, like all the
But it's
judges, like
not
Kamiya Hideki,
just
and all
innovative.
the
That's not
people
why
who
we're
actually,
trying
like,
to celebrate
on
this
the name
award.
on the list just now. I
So
think
this
they,
kind of
they,
like question that
they,
players have,
they
like,
played this game and they voted this game, I guess,
does the
right?
demon exist or not? Is it
And
just
again,
your
you know, it's like
imagination or
a
not?
40 or 6 hours
And
game,
that's
so
like
I
this
think they
really
probably
deep part of the
beat
game
the
that
game already.
really is impressive in terms of the development of the game, or the game.
制作者の方々はここには来られていないわけです。
So the developers aren't here today,
なかなか複雑な事情があ
but
りまして
apparently there's
そういうのも調べていただ
An
ける
interesting background.
yeah,
about
interesting
them.
background.
すいませんね。というわけでインディカのプレゼンでした。
So yeah, I guess they're not going to go into details, but there's basically an interesting background to their
That's
developers.
interesting,
So
man. They
I guess maybe
brought
that's why they're not
like
here
Must
today.
be a
game
special memory
developers from
for
other
developers,
companies
someone like
to
Sakurai-san,
talk
Yeah.
about,
go
like,
in
you know,
depth
game
about what
designer
their
to
game
talk about a
is
video
about
game
and what makes it so
that
special.
they, you know, they are
definitely-
selling
I
it out
definitely
or
have to
something
say
like
yes
that,
for
or like
that.
やってみたい
they
気
all
持ちには
agree
この瞬間はなっております。さあ
that it's like the
残念な
best
がら
game
本日の
design or
授賞式
something.
の出席は叶いませんでしたが、
So unfortunately, they're not here today.
フォトメーターを代表して本作の
Like we are seeing like Sakurai-san, a guy from Nintendo, talking about other games.
So we do have Dimitri-san is sending
This
in
is the
a-
first
yeah.
time I watched this, right? But like apparently like last year and everything like that.
It's a great honor to receive this award.
I don't have to translate
It feels
this.
incredible to be recognized in a country where so many of my favorite games were born, so many of my favorite game genres. And I was always amazed that Indica resonated with people from different countries and such different cultures, which prove that no matter where we're born or which gods are we praying for, we all ask the same questions. We all face the same struggles. So once again, thank you very much. It's a great honor for me and for the whole Odmiro team. Thank you.
おめでとうございます。皆様今一度大きな拍手をお願いします。
Congratulations.
Another omedetou gozaimasu there.
It's kind of emotional how these foreign developers get praised by Japanese legends.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody, if they got praised by Sakurai, would be pretty happy, right?
やっぱりゲームを称するって無理がありますね。
Yeah, he's like, it's really hard to like praise a game because everybody has
To
different.
define what the game is,
Yeah.
yeah, because it can be so many different things, right?
Yeah.
とにかくこうやっていろいろな方々が賞を
Because everybody has their own like different values, right?
Yeah,
what they,
yeah,
what they
yeah,
judge,
yeah.
what they think is important.
これからも皆さんというか私を含むいろいろな制作者が
So I hope we'll have creators.
頑張りましょうね。
So I know me and a lot of other creators are going to keep creating games throughout, from here on out. So let's all do our best to
Yeah, let's
create
keep doing
incredible
our best.
experiences.
Man, that is
That
nice
was
to
kind of
see.
wholesome.
That was wholesome. I mean, anytime Sakurai
じゃ
Saka
あ
is wholesome.
デザイナーズ大賞の発表させていただいたわけですけれども。
Just one word left, I think.
Yep, I think that was the Game Designers Award. So all that's left is
難しいなって思います。でも何
the
かという
Grand
と
Award.
Yes.
難解なゲームだし世界観も独特なんですけど
So it's like, yeah, this game that we're talking about here, Indica, is like it has a very unique kind of sense of atmosphere and a unique setting, but there's definitely something that I think
played the
there's
game,
a
by
strong
the way.
message that I think everybody can, interpret and kind
Yeah,
of
can
feel
resonate with, yeah,
with. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Probably in different ways too, right?
いよいよ残すは日
So,
本ゲーム
yep,
大賞
all that's
one word
left
left,
is the
yeah.
Grand
大賞
Award.
の発
Oh, this is it? Oh, this is it. This is it, guys. This is it, guys.
It's one of those games that were chosen as awards of excellence.
Yeah.
One of them is going to win the
the second
the grand award
among these. Who wins the
Yeah.
ultimate prize? It's like a Royal Rumble.
Which one do you think it will be?
That's tough. I would say maybe my guess would be either Night Rain or Metaphor.
Yeah, it's great when
me too.
indie
I think
games get
Metaphor.
love. I thought
Metaphor-
Indica was another boring
Right,
game.
like, was a
yeah,
very
I thought
unique-
Indica was another
It was so
like
unique in so many different ways, and it was just a great
based on
good game.
the cover, I would say.
I guess Night Rain came out fairly not too long ago.
Like
right?
another
Yeah, that
lame
one was
Western
more recent.
game. Or
Maybe it
something like
hasn't
that.
as much time
I'm
to
just
like
gonna
sink
say it out
into.
loud.
Let's find out which one it is though.
But then no, it's not.
So all
Right.
the nominees
awesome.
are coming on
I
stage.
should
again.
try it out.
That's gonna be a crowded stage.
For sure.
Especially there was like 3 or 4 people for some of them.
For some of the titles, yeah.
ここで大賞を発表させていただきます。
All right, we're going to announce the grand award.
Okay.
But before we
Okay.
ずっと壇上にピアノがあること
There's a
を
piano.
Oh, the
Some
game of the
people
year, by
probably
the way. The
wondering
game
why
of the
there's
year for
a
Japan
piano on
award.
stage.
あのピアノ当然使用させていただき
We're
ます。
going to be using that
Okay.
piano.
ここで今年の大賞の発
I
表
kind
を
of
Okay.
this metaphor.
盛り上げていただく
I don't
ス
know.
ペシャルゲストを紹
Oh,
介
we have
Special
a
guest.
special guest. So everybody,
Who could
please
that
give a
be?
big round of applause. Who is it?
お願いします。
Harami-san?
Is that
ハラミです。よろしくお願いします。
Harami-san? Who I actually am not familiar with her.
Me neither, to be honest.
さあ緊張の瞬間をハラミちゃんに
So
また一度
Harami-san
盛り上げてい
is
ただきたいと思います
Harami-san is probably very nervous to be up
どうで
here.
すかこの空気を
How do you feel? How do you feel about the feel of the stage?
命を燃やして作られて
There's so many people who have like, like burn the oils of their life to
That was
kind of
literally
create
what she
games.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
本当に
Burn their souls.
気持ちを指先にピアノに込めてよろしく
So now let's have your comment
So,
be
they're gonna
expressed through the
announce
fingers
the game
as you play
award,
your
right?
piano.
She's a famous pianist.
I guess so, yeah. Harami-san.
本当ですよね。
Yeah, Harami-chan. Yeah.
Harami-chan.
ハラミちゃん。
He's also a famous YouTuber. Yeah.
Probably she has like a YouTubering piano. I'm guessing.
I think
Might have
so,
seen her
yeah.
actually.
大賞を発表させていただきます
Oh, here
So
it
we're gonna
goes.
be announcing the grand award. The winner of the Japan Game Awards Grand Award for 2025 is.
She has over 2 million subscribers.
Drum roll, please, and the cool like red lights. Piano. Dragon
Grand
Quest?
award.
Dragon Quest is piano.
Oh.
Ooh.
Who is the first one to recognize what game this is from?
It's epic, whatever it is.
It is. I think that's Metaphor. No?
I think so too, but I could be wrong. Like having a solo piano performance of it. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely. Metaphor.
there we go.
There we go.
Now we know enough.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
This is a really interesting.
I can't stand them. God damn it. Can you just let me listen to the fucking song? And they're just like, I'm gonna go to the site there and look at that. Where was that? I'm gonna try and translate some. God damn it, man. What are you guys doing?
準備をお願いいたします。
はい。お願いします。
すごいですねよりドラマチックに
I have to leave.
本当ですよ
はい
ね。
盛り上げていきたいと思っており
But you saw the announcement. It's a metaphor, so it's fine. I can't believe that trash game got. No, it's a great game. Okay, it's a long ass game, but it's a great game. It's definitely worth. It should be better. If it's not Astrobot, that game should have won, not Black Me fucking Wukong. Oh damn! I love this song so much.
さあ大賞
Metaphor Fantasio. Look at how they announce.
スタジオ株式会社アート
The Grand Award.
おめでとうございます。それでは大賞を受賞された皆様
Anyone know Stellar Blade was Game of the Year?
関係者
Yeah,
の方がいらっ
that
しゃい
too.
ましたら、ぜひご一緒にどうぞ。
But Stellar Blade won a lot of Game of the Game Award last year. Like last year, if you watch this Game Award thing if you watch it, Stellar Blade won a few. Like I think the Grand Award as well. If I'm not wrong. Wait, did Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won the Grand Award? It was the fight between these two. It was so nice to see. A huge
素晴ら
applause.
しい演奏で発表されましたこの大賞。それではここで表彰を行わせていただきます。
So they're
プ
gonna
レゼンターは
help the
受賞作品
ceremony
へ投票いただきま
of
し
the
た
acceptance
ユーザ
of the
ー
award.
代表の谷風太様にお願いしております。ステージにお願いいたし
They
ま
let
す。
a gamer, a real fan, it's a random guy, a random fan, to provide them that award.
それでは
Holy
ユー
shit!
ザーからクリエイターに重い大賞のトロフィーが渡ります。
It's a random guy, like a player, a user. You know how much this means?
熱い握手を交わしていただきました。
A video
そして
game curator.
実はですね、
They
本日スペシャ
asked
ル
a
ゲス
player
トとして
who-
東
the guy
京ゲーム
played
ショ
their
ー
game.
2025
I
の
will
オフ
provide
ィ
you
シャル
this
サポー
award.
ターを務めていただきます本郷かなたさんにお越しいただいております。本郷さんどうぞお願いいたします。
はい、こちらも拍手でお迎えください。大きな花束を
Wait,
持
that's
って
the
登場
actor
で
as
す。
well.
おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Holy shit! That's-
メタファーリファンタジオ代表者の皆様本当におめでとうございます。
ずっしり重いトロフィーです。今手にした感想をどうぞお願いいたします。
Let's tell you what you think about right now.
いや嬉しいです。
I'm happy.
こういうのって先に教えてもらえるものなのかなと思ったんですけ
I
ど
thought this kind of thing would be
めちゃめちゃガチで普通にびっくりしてるんですけど
at
本
early.
当に嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
You know, like they will receive like a letter, and then they tell, "You won this award," so you know
さあ
they
大きな
thought
花
it's
束を
supposed
手
to be
にし
something
た
like that.
その
But it's
今の
real.
感想を聞かせてくだ
It's
さい。
just announced during then
本当
at
に
real
ありが
time.
とうございます。報われた気がします。
I feel our hard work
スタッ
pays
フと
off.
ですね、この喜びを、分かち合いたいですし、社内のスタッフ
I would like
以
to
外
share
にです
this
ね、メタファ
happy
に
feeling
開
with
発
all
に
my
協力
staff.
していただいたたくさんの方と、分かち合いたいなと思っております。
And also with
今後
all of
の
other
糧に
peoples.
したいと思います。ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
さあびっくりして嬉しくてじわじわ気持ちが、込み上がってくる中、ちょっとコメントいただきたいですね。はい。
そうですね。さあで
They
は、
also want to
実
comment
際
from
に
the-
投票いただいたユーザー代表の谷様、そして本郷様からもコメントをいただいてまいります。まずは谷様お願いいたします。
はい、私ユーザーとして、アトラスさんから
I'm as a
新しい
player, as a
JRPG
user.
作品が出るということで非常に発売前からワクワクしており、実際にプレイして本当にクオリティの高さに感激いたしました。先の読めない物語の展開やゲームを彩る個性的なキャラやおしゃれな UI など本当に素晴らしかったです。特に私自身ゲームをして一番印象に残ったものとして、物語冒頭のセリフである、この世に初めて生まれた魔法は音楽だっていうところでそちらすごく感銘を受けました。先ほどの演奏でもあった通りメタファーは本当に素晴らしい音楽が多くて
In the game, they say that in this world, there's the first magic that appears, which is music.
はい、ゲームという魔法のような現実を体験を元に現実を彩ってくれたことをこのゲームを通して本当に改めて実感できました。この度は受賞おめでとうござ
So
いま
he
す。
really liked everything about the game. He looked very forward to the game. That's what he says in the early of the
続いて本郷
sentence.
様コメン
Like
トを
all
お
the
願いい
music,
た
the
します。
stories, everything doesn't really betray them at all. It meets the
私
expectation.
本郷かなた本当にたまたまですね、このメタファーリファンタジオのテレビ CM をやらせていただきまして、その際はお世話になりまし
Even the
た。
commercial.
で、そん
Okay.
なご縁もあって、もちろん僕自身も最後までワクワクしながらプレイさせていただいたんですけど、
Okay, he played everything.
すごいストーリー展開と綺麗なグラフィックと素晴らしい音楽と本当に夢中になってゲ
Great music,
ー
great
ム体験を
stories.
させていただきました。
It was a
我
fantastic
々
experience.
ゲームファンのためにもこれからも面白いゲームたくさん作ってください。この度はおめで
Please
とうご
make
ざい
more
ます。
games for games fan. From now on, even forever or something like that, I guess. これからも。
さあ橋野さん、2人の向こうには何万何十万何百万っていう ユーザーがいるわけです。どうぞ配信で見てらっしゃる方もたくさんいます。一言そのユーザーたちに、プレイヤーたちに、
Please tell us one
お
last
言葉を
thing
くだ
to
さい。
everybody that's watching right now.
ありがとうございます。改めましてアトラスの橋野と言います。
I'm Hashino from Atlas.
本当にコメントを用意してなくて、
いやそうなんです。急にね、
I never
ピア
prepared
ノなん
any.
かどっかで聞いたような曲だなと思ってたら、お経が流れ出したので、これは
When they announced this and
思って
they,
本当
I
に
heard
素晴ら
like
しい演奏
some
も
song that I
生
probably
で聴け
heard
て嬉し
somewhere
かったで
before.
すし、
And it
改
was
めてで
it
す
was
ね、
metaphor and fantasy.
本当に今後の励みになりました。たくさん投票いただいた方にもお礼言いたいですし、チームスタッフ、あと関係者の皆さんにもお礼を言いたいんですけども、
It's basically saying thank you to
将来もっ
everybody.
とより面白いゲームを作ってお返しできたらなと思ってますので、本当に今日
The
はあ
only
り
thing
が
I
とう
can
ござい
give
まし
back
た。
to everybody for their support is by making more
本
better
当に
games.
心からおめでとうございました。見事日本ゲーム大賞2025年間作品部門大賞に輝きました作品はメタファーリファンタジオでした。会場の皆様どうぞ今日最大の拍手をお願いいたします。
おめでとうございます。This game is awesome. I played the demo. It was 10 hours.
本当におめでとうございました。
I thought it
そ
was
れではどう
super
ぞお席
freaking
にお
long.
戻りください。
But at the end of the day, it's still an awesome game.
そしてユーザー代
It
表
really
の
changed
谷
my
様、スペシャ
perspective.
ル
But
ゲ
then I
スト
was
の
like,
香
when
港
I
様、
when I started
本当
playing
にあ
other
りがとうございまし
JRPG
た。
games, and I was like, oh, okay. So JRPG games tends to give you like 10 hours worth of gameplay. Because you know, like Sky Trails in the Sky is like that. Like Yakuza 8 was like that. Yakuza 8 I played like 10 hours of like.
ここで日本ゲーム大賞フューチャー部門のご案内です。このフューチャー部門は東京ゲームショウに出展発表される未発売作品に対する一般投票を募集し、多くのファンがその発売を待ち望む期待の作品を受賞作品として
So
選考
next
いた
year
し
they're
ま
gonna
す。
make a
なお
new
投票は
category which is called
27
Future
日土曜日
category.
16時までインターネットで受け付けておりますので、どなたでも投票いただけます。
Oh, no,
抽選で
Future
200名様に
受賞
受賞ソフトをプレゼントさせていただきますので、ぜひ投
Oh
票
no,
を
this is
お願いい
another
たしま
thing.
す。
Sorry,
そ
that's
して
not what it is.
9月28日日曜日
For
13時より
future
東京ゲームショウ
category
イベント
will
ス
be
テージで発
announced
表授賞式を実
during
施い
this
たします
period
の
of
で、
time.
ぜひご来場ください。
And to
また
vote
授
is
賞式
between
の模様は東京
25th
ゲームシ
to
ョウ
27th.
公式番組としてライブ配信されますので、こちらもぜひご覧ください。
さあこれは自分にも言い聞かせてるんですけれども、これだけたくさんの作品が発表されると実はやり逃していたなんていうものをここで発見することあろうかと思います。ぜひ少し気になった作品がありましたら今からでも遅くはないと思います。どうぞ手に取ってプレイしてみてください。
はい。
さあ
So as you can see, there's a lot of like titles that you probably saw in this award itself. For any of you, I believe you might have missed some of the games, so please
すべての受賞者の皆様、関係者の皆様、本当におめでとうございました。
Congratulations to everybody who have won the award today or tonight. I don't know. I think today, right? Or tonight? It was yesterday or something. By the way, this lady has like 2 million subscribers on his YouTube account. That's insane. This is amazing. Man, Metaphor won the Japan Game Awards, man. That's crazy. These are all the excellence award. Excellence as in like I'm not. I guess it's like, you know, they're excellence, I guess. They are great games, but they're not good enough to win the game award or something. That's probably what it is. I'm questioning whether IndyCar is it's any good. I don't trust them anymore. Why you don't trust them anymore? Like IndyCar. Oh, that's what you mean? Because they because Fantasia won. So now is IndyCar really any good? No. It's still great. It's still great. Okay, IndyCar is a great game. It's still a great game. It's still a good game. It's still great. And yeah, I think Final 7 Rebirth would win this award. They already won last year. They already like won some award. I'm not sure. Is it Excellence Award or is it like the Game Award? Because I remember Stellar Blade won something as well from here. Maybe I'm gonna go and check it out. Right? We're gonna just go at the end. But here we're just gonna pay some respect. You know, just try to finish this up, and then yeah, and then I'm just gonna go and check on the 2024. I would say I actually kind of like this award show. It gave me a lot of different perspective on what Japanese people like. Right? Like there's two games that I saw. It's like wait a minute. This is actually pretty cool. Like IndyCar and that urban thing. When the Metaphor comes out, why didn't it win last year? It was last year. It came out last year. Metaphor came out last year, but it was on the late last year. The thing about I like this award show is because they have a proper. Let's meet again next year. Okay, the thing about this game award is there has a proper evaluation period. Wait, I think the game is from the one that I mentioned in my video or something. I think it's from August last year till like August last year till I'm not pretty sure when was it, but it's from what they said. It seems like that how it is being evaluated. It's like, you know, from last year and then like half of this year, probably until July of this year or something like that. So you have like a period of time where you're gonna get evaluate of the game, even though the game came out from like last year, like 2024, and then there are games that come out this year, like in early of 2025, and then those games are still going to be evaluated in this award because you still have the time to play them and stuff like that, right? But it's not like too far away because I think it's like July or something, and this thing around like September. So like they still have 3 months of players playing the game and then vote with like, oh, this is the game that I think is nice, this is a game that I think is nice and stuff like that. So the evaluation period is really wide. Meanwhile, the Game Awards in like, you know, like the Game Awards, that show is like, what happened to people in November then? They only have 2 weeks to play the game and then they have to vote? Like what happened to like Meta, right? Like the Meta game is like 2024. Like, is it gonna win any award? But that game was like a huge game, but it was 2024. I don't think they're gonna mention that game in the Game Awards 2025. So it's like very unfair. It's unjust. So that's why you don't see games released that much on like December. That's just so. No. You know, that's just how I felt, by the way. Let's go and check on the... Oh, hey, Taki Games, welcome, man. Okay, maybe this is a good thing, even I hate Metaphor. Wait, why do you hate Metaphor? But I thought Metaphor beat Expedition 33. Of course it beat Expedition 33, man. Holy shit. That game... Okay, this is a 2024 version. Let me see the Japanese side here. And then we're gonna go to the awards. I think this is where Sakurai-san plays some games. Yeah, these are all the judge of this game. So they play what game? Oh, this is where Sakurai-san played the game. Look at that. It's so cool. You're seeing that a guy not from Nintendo playing some indie games or some games that Yoko Taro and all the other people agrees on, right? Like Yoko Taro and all these other guys agree on because they are the judge. It's so interesting to see. Okay, this is the Game Award and they won this. Hold on. Where is the whole... That's the present thing again, so that's not what that is. So this is it. Yushu?
11作品の中からいよいよ大賞を発表させていただきます。
Okay.
この大作受賞
Hold on. Let me just... Holy shit, Zelda won! Zelda won! Okay, Zelda won is fine, but... Can I see what is the other titles and what did they win? Where's the summary? Didn't they have like a summary thing just now? While they're playing a music?
ありますよね。いいの。ゲームじゃないの。
Wait, they don't have a summary. This is the best music, I say?
探索スポットを巡りながら広大なワールドを旅する自由な冒険。そのプロジェクト3部作の新たなキャラクターにより進化したバトル。探索スポットを巡りながらボリューム2。プレゼンターは引き続き
What did Final Fantasy 7 won?
おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。
They don't have that summary thing. I thought they have the summary thing. I wanted to see that summary thing. But this is it? Is this? I think these are all the excellence game that went in. Look at Armored Core. Armored Core was like 2023, right? This game was 2023 as well, like The Man Who Erased His Name. There's a lot of like 2023 games and 2024 games. So that's how they evaluate their games and stuff. And I think that makes a lot of sense, and it's very appropriate in my opinion, because as I said, right. So holy shit, I maybe if I check, let's go to Grok. What can you give me a list on Japan Award Show 2024? Oh, sorry, not list. Winners. Koreなんて言うんだっけ? 日本ゲームショー from 日本ゲームショー Okay, Grand Award, the Game of the Year, right? Legends of Zelda. Award for Excellence, the one that you see all those titles just now, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and stuff like that. And then Special Award is 6. Recognized for accessibility features benefiting visually and hearing impaired players. What? Okay, that's what it means by special, apparently. Best Sales Award is Best Sales, Legends of Zelda. And then Global Award, Japanese product, Zelda. Global Award, Hogwarts of Legacy. And then all these other games, they just won like excellence. I guess that's just what it is. So basically what won was Legends of Zelda. Damn, man. Damn. Ah. Oh boy. I rewinded and 33 didn't won first. Not legit. What should we do that? Expedition 33 is worse than Metaphor. Expedition 33 revived turn-based, in my opinion. I think, yeah, it did. It did actually revive. I mean, like, especially it brought... I would not say revive. I would say, like, Expedition 33 expand and reintroduce turn-based to Western gamers. That's what I feel. Like, you know, that's just because... video games turns to lazy games these days. What I mean by not the video games, it means it. What I'm trying to say is like video games slowly had that kind of changes where they make a lot of gamer turn lazy these days, and then you see a lot of people being praising a lot of games lately. Like, oh, look at that! This game doesn't have a map. It doesn't have a map system. You know, you gotta think about what you gotta do and stuff like that. Well, video games accessibility, like you can see here, get recognized by accessibility and shit like that, right? Sometimes all of these are what turn off the video game itself. Like, oh, yeah, now I can, you know, there's a map, there's an indicator, I just have to follow the indicator to go there and stuff. And when you compare that, and when I was playing with Trails in the Sky, this is what I think about as well. Like, when you play Trails in the Sky, everything was so convenient for you, so you don't really have to think for yourself that much. You just enjoy the game. Meanwhile, in Trails in the Sky, the original version, then you gotta think about where to go because they don't really have an indicator that shows you where to go. And I think all of this kind of thing, it's like, you know, like you can see a lot of games these days, they purposely make that, and people like that. And so... just like Expedition 33, it doesn't have any map system, so you gotta figure out where you go, and that's also like one of the thing, right? Like they're just trying to bring back that nostalgic games that make people think for themselves, make people figure things out, make people like play a game instead of just watching a game. So I think that's what changes in video games recently, especially like you can see a lot of people starting to like, oh man, I want to play a video game. I don't want to watch a video game, you know, stuff like that. So in my opinion, that's just what I'm saying. That's why Expedition 33 is getting like huge, and then like there's like games like Hell Is Us. It's like, you know, people are talking about praising for that features where it's like it has no map or whatever that is, and there's like games like Trails in the Sky is making a comeback, you know, because you know it has like an action and turn base all together with a very unique kind of thing, but where it's like showing people what is like what is like, you know, like a good JRPG games looks like. So you just like reintroduce all these games to like much more wider audience. That's what I think it is. Like, I remember Expedition 33, when the game comes out, a lot of people know it was a turn-based game. Nobody actually really plays the game, but it was community who actually made people play the game. One people played the game, and then another people played the game. I remember when I was making that short, where you know, I was crying on that demo and stuff. A lot of people, I see like on Twitter and everything like that, even the play count was not that huge. It was only after, like, you know, like a week later or something like that, then that blow up came by. So it was really made by community, and the gamer, they would be like, hey, look at this, check this out. I mean, you know, I think a lot of people were skeptical at first before buying the game. They're like, turn-based? Like, what the hell is that? They're like, you know, I think that's what I felt. That's just what I see. And the best story I've seen in a long time. Yeah, the story is great as well, right? The storytelling is just nice. So I can Trails in the Sky is better. Yeah, I think Trails in the Sky is slow. I checked the game and stuff like that. By the way, Green, welcome to the stream, man. Trails in the Sky, I'm sorry, man. I spoiled myself in a way. I checked the game. I not like checked the story, but I checked the game. It was it's a trilogy game. And not only in trilogy, okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing, but you know what? I probably have to make the video in a separate video. But let's just share a little bit around here, right? I saw this article. Let me just Google that article out first. I will guess. Nice Ada Wong, by the way. Look at that. Yeah. I'm looking forward for Nikkei Ada. Trails in the Sky. How to play in order. And I saw this article which it explained to me. I hope I can find it here. It's over here, RPG fan. I was like, it actually, by reading this article itself, it makes me want to play the whole series. Because, okay, they tell you like what is what, but then at the back here, right, I just wanted to show you the back here. This is like the world stories and stuff. This is like when the game comes out and stuff. And then at the back here, there is like a playthrough, like which game to play first and stuff. But then this is what I feel like. Can I just play the recent Cold Steel and Daybreak games and skip the rest? You can, but I absolutely wouldn't recommend it. Trails in the Cold Steel 3 is essentially the Falcon equivalent to Avengers Infinity War, where all the characters and story from the previous 7 games, comes together and leave you in a huge cliffhanger. And then of course in Trails in the Cold Steel 4, basically Avengers Endgame. In my analogy, Chapter 1 Cold Steel spoils a lot of Sky's game. Chapter 2 essentially spoiled the big twist of Crossbell games. You will enjoy Cold Steel 3 1,000 times more if you take your time and play through the Sky and Crossbell first. And I was like, wait, what? They got like a Avenger Infinity War and Endgames kind of thing where they put up all these protagonists all together? And I was like, sure. Yeah, I will play the game. I will play the game. That I will see the game. So yeah, that's one thing, right? So I'm not pretty sure how the story really goes, but I believe this is why JRPG games, basically JRPG game has great stories. If you play one of them, maybe if you play all of them, you will realize how mediocre, maybe it's a hot take, but how mediocre an Expedition 33 story is. Because, there's no measurement, right? As in, like, if you play so much JRPG game with so many great stories, because that's what's selling RPG games most of the time, which is stories. And these stories has so many stories, has so many games, means that the story is a good story. That's why it got so many games out, right? So when you see a game that has great stories, and then when you look at Expedition 33, and then it's actually just another story. But because they got a great hook that leave people with a huge image of like fantastic, like mind blown moments that leave people in the mind. So that's why it's not like being categorized as a mediocre, because it's very hard to do so, because at the first hours it's very so good. But remember what happened when I played the game around like 20 or 25 hours, and when we trying to get the painters and shit, it was like, okay, I think it was pretty mediocre, and it was like gonna get, the game goes up but then it slowly goes down, right? That's what I said, like when I was playing the game, like, yeah, the game has a very great hook, but then when you just keep playing the game, like you feel like the story is like a bit weird and shit, like, okay, now I'm gonna get the paintress, but then they boost up another one, boom. But this is nothing unique in an RPG game, especially JRPG. If you play, Tales of Arise, you will see Tales of Arise, you want to chase this dude, you want to get 5 relic things again. Yeah, you gotta take relics, but in a very compelling way, right? There's a great storytelling, there's connection between characters and stuff. And in that games, when you try to get that, huge spoiler alert, by the way, oh, you thought you got the paintress of that game, which is like the last boss, like a very dictator guy who controlled the whole earth. And then suddenly, what happened in that game was someone from the moon fall down, and then like take away the thing that you're supposed to collect 5 relic, get them together, and then you can use this thing to probably save the world or something, which I don't really quite remember. But what happened there was, this thing is there, but now this red color girl come down, snatch that away, and then like, goodbye, and then like, wait, what the hell is that? I spent 50 hours on this game, I thought I'm ending the game right now, what is happening here? And then, it's goodbye, get to the moon's area, and then you were like, wait, and then the game just start with like a second season song, opening song, when you're like, when you it has like an animation opening literally, and that's like a what? That's like a whole moment where painters died, and then like they come up with a season 2 or whatever that is in that game where they show you like the real truth about mail and stuff. It's the same thing. It's not really that much of a huge like whoa, look at this story, because but then again, to be fair, that game comes out in 2025, and in 2025, how many games actually made that kind of thing? I think probably Expedition 33. That's just it, right? No other game has actually made up crazy stories like that so far, from what I see. So I don't really know. But yeah. Told me 70 poos for Ada. She's alright. Collapse. Wait, what? It's already started? Wait, I miss Nikkei? I haven't even finished that bunny event. I thought tonight I wanted to play that or something. Shit, I missed that. Wait, what? It's Wednesday. Isn't it like Thursday or something? Shh. She's alright. Collapse, not voice. Ah, that's bad. That sucks. yeah, that it's English, right? So, oh no, Trails is like Yakuza. You have to play all of the previous game. Yeah. I can see that. So, the story did go down here. I feel JRPG are the opposite. Starts slow but gets better later. Yeah, that's what it is. Tales of Arise was insane. Tales of Arise has a fantastic combat, but my least favorite Tales games, but most of the Western gamers love that game so much. Yeah, I actually haven't beat the game though. I finished up season 1, and then it was like 60, I don't know how many hours I have in the game, but it's like so long, and I was like, wait, there's still more? I remember that shit. Just started, yes, bunny thing is gone. No, I didn't finish that. I did play everything. I mean, like play, like I skipped the story and I just played because I want to watch the story at the last day with the epilogue and everything. I thought it was today. That's why I was like, shit. Because I remember it was like 2 days ago or something. I saw it was like 3 days. They say, oh, still available for 3 days. And then suddenly Taki Game just dropped by and then say I pull up Ada for 70 pulls. Like, what the hell? Which mean I missed it. No. But yeah. But that's what I think about JRPG, right? So I really like I want to embrace back JRPG. I just love JRPG. I just want to talk more JRPG. I just want to build a community around JRPG as well. And of course a lot of other games and stuff like that. But nonetheless, you know what? JRPG is a thing that I want to bring back and just embrace that and just play more of that. So I gotta play all the famous game first. For example, Chrono Cross. I got to play not Chrono Cross. I played Chrono Cross. I played only Chrono Cross. I need to play Chrono Trigger. Yeah, sure. I don't know, man. Like, that game is so popular that it makes me skeptical. Like how I feel like, I'm scared that I will make a suck so bad video for that game and people will hate me for it. But it will not happen. Don't worry about it, okay? It would be like, holy shit, Chrono Trigger is the best. Chrono Trigger. I like everybody like Expedition 33, and I like Expedition 33. So that's not. Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be fine, I guess. So yeah, nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's the TGS. Look at that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won the match. If you guys didn't know. All right, there's a few new viewers that I saw, they might not know. Now this is 2024. I'm just messing. So next one we're gonna watch is TGS Capcom, and after Capcom, I'm gonna try to watch as much as possible. But for all this, I don't really care. I guess the open ceremony. I don't know what it's about, but I don't know whether if I want to watch it and just see what it's about. But Capcom is a must. Tokyo game shows, Xbox, of course we're gonna watch that. And Anaputra, I don't know about this though. But Neo 3 TGS, let's watch that. And oh yeah, this is level 5. Level 5, of course, we watched that last year. We're gonna watch it again this year. And then we have Kano Critical. These are like 1 hour after. So I might watch them on Twitch because I do want them to be all in one video. So I might watch them on Twitch and then edit it and separate it. I don't know. Or maybe I just watch it here with a stream, but then I will still make a video and separate it and make it into a video, I guess. So that people, if they just want to watch it, they can watch. They just can click on. I don't know, man. But yeah. And then they have this future thing. So there's not really that much on TGS side. Because, you know, we got like the Square Enix. I want to watch Square Enix. I want to watch, like, there is a few directs and stuff. Not only just this. But on TGS side, yeah, online program and this one. And that's definitely something I'm going to watch. And, of course, the Neo 3 stuff as well. The level 5. All this, we're going to watch it. Oh, this is Square Enix. Chrono Critical. But it's a different one. It's not what I want. The Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I don't know, man. And then we got State of Play. State of Play is coming as well. We're gonna watch that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, right? But the next one's gonna be Capcom. That's just what it is. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna, you know, end the video right here, and later on tonight, 10 p.m. for me. So it's like a few more hours. Let's see. Another 13 hours more. 13 hours more. We're gonna watch this, and yeah, I hope, you know, we're gonna watch it together and see what it's about. Pragmata. Maybe it's about Pragmata, which is a game that I want to react, which I still haven't reacted now. Which I wanted to react to this video, I still haven't react. I want to react to this, which I still haven't react.
Hello.
Sorry about that. The art direction with Naoki Yoshida and stuff. I want to react to this, but I still haven't react as well. With making of Final Fantasy Tactics, because I kind of want to know what it's about. But yeah. But nonetheless, guys, I'll see you guys again on next time. And until then, I'll be seeing you. I'm gonna eat some breakfast because to me it's morning right now. It's morning 8, and we got Tifa boobs for you guys. And see ya. Let me end the stream right here.